to rebel in the revolution of which I am the vessel. Ready to introduce pedal to metal, get into the fast lane with the rest of us rebels. Unless you're a hack, get jacked and will mentally wrestle. I'm ahead of the network's curve, now you want a medal? I took the red pill. While everyone settle for decadence, you can forget whoever said that you're special. Cause if you want the deadliest tag that can be assembled, get ready to spend. Don't enter black markets ahead, go make it sick, please. I don't need instrumentals on the cyber tide with pirates aligned to my channel. I need a training montage with all that I've learned. After that, I got a city to burn.
Night on fire, electric blood runs in your veins. Wake up the samurai inside ya. When the gates unlock, you walk through the flames,
I know my 1984 well, and George Orwell sure knew how to foretell. If you abhor any sort of megacorp, well, step out of fiction and into your hell. Big Brother's got you in a secured cell. Economy's booming cause it's true that war sells. When loaded guns are the foremost form of doorbell. Rally round the family with a pocket of more cells. What happens when the dreamers are no longer dormant? We're the ones who always wanted more than we're born with. If it costs my humanity, I can afford it. If poverty's prevalent, you can bet I'm gonna ignore it. I sure wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. If you're stuck a silver tongue, will help you to get out. But you gotta walk the talk if you wanna build your brand and then take back the wealth with a silver
when
hand.
the night falls, come shadows that burn darker. We're getting down to the wire, and I might come with resolve, all the stronger spark in the dark night. Daylight takes the city. She's attack inside, but her masquerade is sleeping as streets paved with corruption come to light.
I feel it in the air. We're all so far from protecting. Their hands are everywhere. Just let them watch us as we
Like the night on fire, electric blood runs in our veins. Wake up the samurai inside us. When the gates unlock, we'll walk through the flames.
summit is my temple. I've ascended to metaphysical levels. I fell from heaven to hell, met with the devil to revel in the revolution of which I am the vessel. Ready to introduce pedal to metal, get into the fast lane with the rest of us rebels. Unless you're a hack, get jacked and will mentally wrestle. I'm ahead of the network's curve. Now you want a medal? I took the red pill. While everyone settled for decadence, you can forget whoever said that you're special. Cause if you want the deadliest tag that can be assembled, get ready to spend. Don't enter black markets ahead, go make it sink waves. I don't need instrumentals on the cyber tide with pirates aligned to my channel. I need a training montage, all that I've learned. After that, I got a city to burn.
Night on fire, electric light runs in your veins. Wake up the samurai inside you. When the days unlock you, walk through the
I know my 1984 well, and George Orwell showing you how to foretell. If you abhor any sort of megacorp, well, step out of fiction and into your hell. Big brother's got you in a secured cell. Economy's booming cause it's true that war sells. When loaded guns are the foremost form of doorbell. Rally round the family with a pocket of more shells. What happens when the dreamers are no longer dormant? We're the ones who always wanted more than we're born with. If it costs my humanity, I can afford it. If poverty's prevalent, you can bet I'm gonna ignore it. I sure wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. If you're stuck a silver tongue, well, I'm you to get out. But you gotta walk the talk if you wanna build your brand and then take back the wealth with a silver
when
hand.
the night falls, come shadows that first order. We're getting down to the wire, and on my call, with resolve all the stronger, spark in the dark, ignite. Daylight takes the city. She's attacking inside, but her masquerade is sleeping as streets paved with corruption come to light.
I feel it in the air. We're all so far unprotected. Words are everywhere. Just let them chase us.
All right, we are back. Hooray! Finally, had some technical issues there for a few, for a brief spell. But we are back. And as you can tell, we've got our nifty neato graphics for our donation goals that we're trying to hit. We're at $20 so far of the $200 goal that we're trying to obtain to raise funds for Control-Alt-Delete. For those of you who may be watching or who end up watching the rebroadcast, one of the founders of that particular charity is a friend of ours. His name is Jeremiah, and he plays with us in some of the other games. His aunt is the one that's kind of heading that up, and she's been doing a lot of posting on social media, trying to raise awareness, and of course, bringing to light like how much it costs to fund these sorts of things. And then they've got a raffle they're going to be doing. So if you want to get more information on the charity itself, you can always find them on the web as Control-Alt-Delete. And you can also find them on Facebook under the same name. Let me see. Control-Alt-Delete LLC is. You can also find them on Streamlabs Charity. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. I had to stop there for a moment and make sure that I had muted myself, and I already had. Yay. I've been very bad about that.
Yeah.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the recording piece.
I know.
The bang.
I'm trolling.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Get crunk.
That's enough of that shit.
Okay, so actually, before we do a recap, we need to do some XP.
Yay.
All right.
So, who wants to roll that beautiful bean footage?
Not Brittany.
Not me. What is it?
We'll get
Feeling the
you
love.
60-20.
Is it a D4?
No.
60-20? All right, man. That sounds
it's
pretty
60-20. Of course. No. So we haven't done it for a while for Cyberpunk. let's go with let's go with a D6 plus 1 because Cyberpunk works a little bit differently and it's super expensive to get some of the higher ones up. So I don't want to like kneecap you.
Baby needs some new shoes.
Whereas White Wolf, typically when you complete games, you normally get anywhere between 2 to 3 points per game. Cyberpunk, that's not even a drop in the well.
Yeah, I gotta get some vampire implants.
You doing it, Jess?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
So it's a D6 plus 1.
D6 plus 1.
Okay, so that's 7.
Wait, do we have
I got 8.
Oh,
I'm not so good at maths.
Yeah. All right. So, does anybody have a birthday this month?
I have a very merry on birthday. Oh, wait.
So that's
Not
enough.
this month, man.
No. Well, that's why you need to get Rachel involved in the game because she's got a birthday this month.
Oh.
You're gonna say that she has one every month.
Of
She's
course.
a very resourceful player.
There is that.
7.
So I know we've done a bit of a recap. Why don't we go, at least off stream, why don't we go ahead and do a recap where we're at right now? Because I know you guys actually know. At least some of you, anyways.
Missy takes good notes.
Looking
man.
at Missy because she actually reiterated.
sometimes.
She always takes.
My
Always.
I'm great. So we left off. So last game we went to the concert.
Mm-hmm.
We all super fabulous. We had some interesting alt names.
Yes.
Jill got some action in the crowd and almost got embraced for.
She almost got red on the teeth.
We the concert was at the Quinn's location,
Yes.
and Hellcat had some words with Quinn Prime. She wants to know more about her missing shipment. She made good and paid rent with Quinn Prime, and she flattered the shit out of her. I specifically wrote that down.
She laid it on pretty thick.
She was also interested in Tent City, correct? That's how I have it written down.
Yes.
Intensity.
Okay. That is all that I
It's
have.
never a good thing when your fixer kind of shrugs her shoulders and shakes her head like she has no idea what's going on. You're the one information person, man. Game over.
I can't keep up anymore.
But I think we're on our way to Nogales to do some sort of an install.
Oh, was it an install? Is that what you guys are going to do?
Yeah.
It was an uninstall.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was an uninstall?
For wash, right?
Yes, for wash. It wasn't that kind of job.
Her
Thi-
face.
This is
It
why
froze
you
her.
do
She
the
thought,
job
"Ugh."
before you go have fun.
She said it uninstall. So we
like
can
a Twitter,
repossess those things.
I don't like a Twitter.
We're supposed to destroy some kind of program before they can transport it up to Phoenix.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
What's it do?
I think it was like some.
Wow.
My brain says spyware, but that's not what I'm looking for. Some
I know it was going to mess with wash up a bunch.
that word that lets you like keep track of people.
Surveillance?
Yes,
Okay.
something like
Okay.
that.
I'm good at this game.
Brittany's all.
Two
words.
2 words.
That's all I remember, and that it was bad news, and we don't want it here.
It's no bueno.
Well, as a quick word of advice, when I quiz you on this, you can always go and look at the social media ads I post for the game. I usually drop, some sort of indicator what's going on, so that's usually a good reminder.
But sometimes there's spoilers, and I don't want to know.
In my defense,
Just
I don't have Facebook anymore, so I don't see them.
Notes.
Notes.
I said, goddamn notes.
Notes?
All of a sudden, Red Fox is coming in here. Damn it all, you need to give me some notes. Lamont.
Lamont. Why can't that be my goddamn nickname, man? Jesus Christ.
Wait, who are you
I don't
again?
know.
This here's my buddy Lamont.
Just start.
I'm like
Just when you
concerned
start
that
walking
my
in.
political flair behind it now that I don't want.
Hey, at least on one side, at least. Well, I guess I don't know. It's kind of hardcore. You're not the one that's known for ripping somebody's cojones off.
That's true. Now, I generally prefer to keep them attached.
She's known for cojones, just different use.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you walk into a Star Wars scene.
You just grab them by the balls.
Of course.
That's what Mac did.
The short and curlies, man.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, at this point, you guys have wrapped up your brief discussion with Sarah Tremere and the party. You have exited the Quinn mansion, which things are really starting to pop off at this point. So it's probably a good idea that you vacate the premises. You get back out to the awaiting van and the judiciously parked motorcycle of Hellcat. Yes, McStabber Studios, that you can buy new cojones. That is a ongoing joke.
Let's do the install.
Of much
Yeah, I know.
report.
Gotta go.
Enhancements.
They're called nudicles.
Well, all right then. But you have, at this point, wrapped up whatever it was that you were wanting to do, and you now have the opportunity to head out. Hopefully you have enough time to fly down there. It is bringing up the interesting, well, I should say not interesting, but it is bringing up a logistical issue, whereas you have the motorcycle with you, and you have the minivan, because Hellcat rode her motorcycle here. Not the minivan, sorry, hovervan.
I thought we were gonna head down in the morning.
Yeah, we weren't heading directly from here.
So you're waiting evening time, going to go in the morning and heading back?
Did we have enough time to do that? When
I'm leaving that all up to you guys to decide. Remember, there are details that were provided, and if you guys aren't recalling them, your characters aren't recalling them, so I'll leave it up to you guys.
So
Cyberpunk is a little bit more hardcore.
I'm gonna say we should probably be packing up and heading out.
I think
tonight.
that was our plan, was we were going to go to the party and then go down there from there. Like, we had enough time just for the party, and then we could take off. Like, that was my frame of mind.
Yeah.
all right,
I can't remember. Did we? I'm assuming then that we packed and we grabbed all our gear before we left.
Yeah, we did. I remember that.
Sure.
Most of
Your
most of
84
our
definitely
gear
has the
was-
room for it.
and most of our gear, we only had to check. We had to check like our big weapons at the door. Was
Right,
about
Yeah.
it.
Not everything.
I guess
Not everything.
Yeah, you
Came
guys
straight
weren't like completely de-armed when you came in or whatnot. You were, or disarmed, I should say.
Okay, so we've got everything and we're good to go if we want to leave from here.
You can.
Except for your bike. I think you're just going to have to say, hey, Prime, can I leave this here?
Or you could take a little bit of a delay and drop it off at the safe house.
Instead of dropping it at the
Is
safe
the
house,
safe house? How far out of the way is it? Is it like going the opposite direction?
No, it's on the way. I mean, you still have to travel south. You went north to go to the Quinns area. Remember, Quinns are in Scottsdale area, so you can travel north. South at that point, which is kind of on the way. It's just a stop off you're going to have to do as well, which will cause a little bit of a delay.
Instead of doing that much of a stop off, since we're already in the neighborhood, I'm just gonna go take the bike to my house, and store it in the garage. Like my lock's still in the garage, so I'll just lock it up.
Sure, you can do that.
Word.
All right, I guess we'll pick you up over there.
So yeah, you guys coordinate the travel. So there's enough of a conversation then that you guys are aware that she's going to drive it to quote unquote her place, which none of you have ever seen this before.
Oh yeah.
And so when you get there, the neighborhood looks like a slightly upgraded Hill Valley from the nightmarish 85 when Biff Tannen took over. It looks like a bomb went off, and then some neighborhood folks cleaned up a touch. Like there's no debris in the road, but the houses don't look all that great.
Dang, Cat, this is how you living?
Yeah, like the windows on the first floor are all broke out. Like it's graffitied and tagged and everything else. But the only thing new on the outside of this house would be a lock on the garage. So I'm just gonna roll up and go set it up, lock it up, whatever. And then meet you guys in the van.
So you're just basically rolling it into the garage and then locking it down. You're not really going inside to do anything. Okay.
I don't have it. Like there is nothing in the house. I cleared everything out when I went to go stay with Dane.
Yeah. So okay. Well, you didn't really have a whole lot, anyways. But yeah, sure.
I had a duffel bag.
So when you guys see her like throw open the garage and whatnot, you can see that there are water stains down the side of the garage where water has dripped in from somewhere. One of the walls has exposed wiring.
Oh man.
Showing out probably to like a light switch that's no longer there, sort of thing. Like, I mean, it looks like it's been rummaged, a couple times. It's a verifiable shithole that barely qualifies as cover over your head.
Nice.
Like it's a slight upgrade over a umbrella.
Slight.
A lean
It's a little bit better than that cardboard box.
Yeah.
Kat, is your bike gonna be okay there?
Are you gonna be okay? You need some money?
I mean, guys, like I get it. It looks like you just from out here. I'm sure it doesn't look like much. Inside, it's not as bad. Sometime I'll take you in, but like it'll be fine. And yeah, the bike will be fine. I pay rent. It's safe. Ish.
If you say so.
Ish.
Are you sure somebody didn't already break in?
Yeah, but that was like before I moved in.
Pre-Burgle.
Pre-Burgle.
Well,
she said that's a feature.
Yeah, it came with, easy access. You got doors, you got window areas you can go in and out.
I know somebody who likes to jump through windows.
It's always nice to have like choices.
Yeah, see, it's an alternative.
It's always nice to have options, right?
It keeps me humble.
We could have dropped it off at the other place, right, babe?
Just not dry.
Yeah, but that's like super far out of the way. It's fine. It's fine.
You're sure?
If I have to
It's her bike, man.
one more time, I'm gonna bust somebody's nose. It's fucking fine.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Party on, Wayne.
Jill, that's your cue to fly away quickly.
Yeah, you got it. Any other stops we need to make? Snacks? sodas, something, anything?
I think we're good from the show.
Yeah,
Alright.
man. I don't know about all the tech stuff, but it sounded kind of important. I don't really think we've got time to do much more.
Maybe let's just hold that till we get down to Nogales and take a moment to like survey the area, because we didn't really get a whole lot of detail out of the building that this thing is at. So it might be good to look like we're just, stopping off at like a gas station or something and really check that place out.
Maybe eat some elote to blend in.
All right, I'm gonna put the
Okay.
place in the nav and head out.
Okay. So you go ahead and throw that in. Your custom made display flashes, kind of the light swerves back and forth. And as you end up taking off, go ahead and give me just a simple piloting check. So it's going to be your reflex and your, I think it's pilot aerodyne, I believe.
There's
I don't have air.
gyro,
Oh,
fixed wing, dirigible, or vector thrust vehicle.
Dirigible.
Vector thrust.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've looked at our character sheet.
There's too much math in this game.
No, there's not. There's more math than White Wolf.
21?
20. Dang! Yep, so you throw it into gear real quick, and you hear the Cylon voice come over the speaker system that's in here, and you hear this, presenting His Eminence, our imperious leader, and it just lifts off and sends off. Dane kind of gives Jill a look like, okay, more 80s.
Your in-flight entertainment.
Battlestar Galactica, really?
Perfect.
Get off my back. I just like to make things fun.
Okay,
Jill, if I had 4 hands, I'd give you 4 thumbs up.
Thanks, Locke.
Just don't flip us.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
we like to keep a little bit of lunch that we have at this point, so no barrel rolls if that's okay.
What was that? Barrel rolls? Somebody wants barrel rolls?
So help me, I will come up there.
Kat's fingers just turned white as she's gripping
the back of the seat, just
armor.
like.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, so you start to hear the give of one of the chairs as the cushion itself is starting to spring and rip open from Kat's cyber arm.
Oh, wow. Someone needs to ease up.
Wrong like bull. Well, and she's still getting used to it. I mean, she's still getting used to it, so it makes sense.
You know, it really could be worse. At least my claws didn't come out literally.
You guys bringing my stuff back there?
Well, you don't need to drive like a maniac.
Technically, technically,
our
Hunchy's
flight
flying.
What the fuck ever. You know what I mean?
All right,
Jill's
so
flying. I mean, it's just to be assumed that there's going to be 1 or 2 corkscrews in there. That's something we got to deal with.
Well, I'm still feeling a little bit woozy from earlier, so give you a break this time. For now.
okay, all right. Well, so as you guys are taking flight, Jill, you are in command at this point. You are the pilot and navigator. How are you going to take this approach into Nogales? Are you taking it up at normal flight levels? Are you trying to keep it low to the ground, off radar in particular? Or reason why I ask it, and your character would know this, is because there's a lot of nothing between Phoenix all the way down there. Even Tucson at this point in this reality at this point that you find yourself in is a little more than a skid mark. So Tucson really
But
isn't
nothing's
even.
changed.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Tucson really isn't even much of a, like, you really wouldn't even want to stop off there. So really, most everything that you find out in this area, if you find anything at all, are like nomads, maybe booster gangs trying to, steal or swipe something. Just basically a lot of people out here up to no good. Think Mad Max in a sense. I know you haven't seen it, but you understand what I'm getting. Like people scavenging to survive, out here in the wilderness.
So, but those are still eyes that could be bribed
Mm-hmm.
to have seen something. How long a flight is this?
Well, how fast are you flying? Are you going max speed of an AV4?
Sure.
Okay. Right. You throw in your salt and pepper and push it.
Push it good.
Okay, so AV4. Let's look this up real quick. Top speed.
I should probably write this down.
All right. Its top speed is 350 miles per hour.
Oh man.
Maybe not top speed.
Meredith does not approve
No.
of top speed.
If you want to keep any of the rest of these seats,
Two thumbs way up, Jill.
So keep in mind a typical trip
How far
from
is it
yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
to drive?
Well, a typical trip from Phoenix to Nogales is going to be 178.9 miles. So almost 180.
Oh,
So if you gunned it,
we could get there in half an hour.
yeah.
Time check. Time paradox. Let's go.
I mean, let's go like 3/4 speed.
Still pretty damn fast.
So you're the one that's complaining about math. You give me 3/4 of 350. I'm not going to sit there and calculate that out.
Wait, did you say it was 350 miles an hour?
350 miles per hour is your top speed.
That's not
she's
what I
going
wrote.
like 130.
Yeah, let's go like 250.
Okay. So that's going to put you there, obviously, in
You
under
feel my eye.
And what?
Do you feel my eyes, Jill?
You're wearing your seatbelt, right?
Yeah.
I am now.
Do you have anything else I can protect myself with?
We'll slow down once we get closer to town.
Okay, let's just get this over with.
Yeah. Cat's
It
just
seems
holding
like
on, eyes closed.
Thankfully, since you're way up in the air, it's not like, well, actually, what elevation are you flying at?
What is the normal elevation for this type of vehicle? I don't really have a concept.
Yeah, I know. Roughly helicopter-ish. Let me take a look.
That's about three grand for helicopters, I believe. 3,000 feet.
So you're looking at. They can go anywhere between roughly 10,000 to almost 14,000 feet.
Oh wow.
Helicopters can?
Yeah. They can go higher if they're powered by turbine engines. But we'll just keep it at a low ball at this point since it's an AV4.
How high would something need to be in order to not be like clearly visible from the ground.
Well, you're at night. And of course there's and you guys are flying we forgot that you actually have that stealth one. So visuals, I mean, if you were, I would say at least 7,000 feet off the ground, it's going to be really hard to pick this up because remember, this particular AV4 is very silent. So unless somebody was looking for you, it would be hard as hell to spot you in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Yeah. And just to reiterate,
Hey.
this particular model was a limited run that the team discovered, and Jill, you would know specifically that its weakness is when it flies lower to the ground. That's when it actually starts to be heard because it has that ghostly kind of whine to it, which is creepy and kind of cool. But that's when people, are going to know, okay, shit, there's some sort of vertical takeoff vehicle nearby.
Sorry, I'm taking notes on this.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're supposed to take notes.
No, not us, just Missy.
Yeah. Suddenly, the role of Sergeant from Aliens is going to be played by Missy. Look into my eye.
Assholes and elbows. Hudson, come here. Come here.
Want me to get your slippers for you, Hudson? Gee, Sarge, would you do that? Look into my eye.
What elevation is like city traffic generally?
If you're around the city, you're probably looking at 1,000 to 2,000 ish at best. Because that's all pretty much domestic and commercial and whatnot that's going to be flying around that area, and it doesn't make sense to go much higher because then you're not really going to have access to the buildings like you would need.
Right.
You're really only going to travel that high when you're going long distances.
How tall are the buildings in Cyberpunk?
It really depends. In Night City, really big. Here in Phoenix, Arizona, this is an older rundown location, but obviously it was built up prior to the fall. So the tallest building here is about, 30 stories, which isn't too far off what it is in real life right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'll take us up to about 10,000, I think.
Okay.
And then
Does
we'll
it have a sealed cab?
What?
Does it have like a sealed cab for higher altitudes?
They can't go higher.
Not like, all right.
Wait, it can't go higher?
Yeah, he's talking about like, when the air starts getting thin. Your AV4 is not going to be able to get that high.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, so the height of the buildings you're looking at probably with antennas and stuff like that, you're probably looking at probably roughly 500-ish. That's 30 times 15. That's 450 plus antennas. So you're looking somewhere around 500.
Okay.
I'd venture to guess.
Sounds good. Okay, so we'll go about 250 miles an hour, 10,000 feet, and
Sure.
then once we get close to the city, I'll slow it down and we'll take a look at what we've got to deal with.
All right, so as you are flying, your nav chimes, letting you know you're near the remains of Tucson. So you're getting closer to your objective. You're over halfway there at this point. When you get in the vicinity of what used to be Tucson, you hear your IFF, which that is short for Identify Friend or Foe system on your AV4. Chimes with yet another programmed command that you have put in here for kicks and giggles. And you hear the Cylon voice beckon again, and it says, confirmed to Colonial Vipers below. And it's wow, wow. And your radar is actively picking up 2 targets beneath you at this point on the ground.
I'm not sure what that means. So, can we go around?
Well, you're flying, so you're
Yeah.
already above them.
I mean,
Your
like,
radar, your radar is detecting what you've keyed it in according to Battlestar Galactica specs.
So the problem is that there are people there, and there's not really a city there.
Yeah, it's detecting. Essentially, your radar is detecting movement. IFF has identified it as potentially hostile.
Can we take a look or check some kind of sensors without getting closer?
Mm-hmm. You absolutely can.
And does everybody else hear this, or is it just on my?
Oh no, you have it playing in the cabin.
Okay.
So your form of entertainment is for everybody else to hear, much to their chagrin. So in this case, you are going to want to roll your tech and let's say electronics. We don't really have anything that's going to be for reading scanners on here, so
It's not aircraft sense, is it?
no.
Okay, that's for combat.
Yes, that's for you. That's specific. That is specific to you. That ties into like your reflex. So
Okay.
when you basically need to go Top Gun, you're going to be and doing the Maverick stuff and letting them fly by because you're inverted, so on and so forth. That's the skill you're going to be using to do all those crazy things. So let's just go with let's just go with tech and electronics. It's not going to be a very difficult roll because you're basically just asking the IFF to identify what it is that it's pinged.
Eight.
Okay. So it comes back. It's not an actual image of what it is, and the reason why I'm about to explain. A lot of bandits and nomads and just gangs that hang out in the desert like this, much like, again, kind of drawing back from Mad Max, they have vehicles, but they don't always fit the typical description anymore of what those vehicles look like. Like, it may have been a car at one point in time. So, basically, when that happens, your IFF will ping and tell you, okay, it's basically one of these. It's like this, a wheeled junk with armaments and plating and whatnot. The second one, however, comes up with a little bit more of an identifier, and that one. Hold on a second.
Does it say that he has a guitarist on the front of the vehicle that every time he strums like an E chord, flames shoot up?
No.
That sounds like bad news.
But yeah, that would be bad news.
Wasn't that like what it was in the new Mad Max? The dude was like, he's in a harness on the front of that vehicle, and every time he'd like play the guitar, like flames would shoot out or something.
So I am drawing. I thought I had the right name. Basically, what it is it's a it's is it a juggernaut or is it a dreadnought?
In Mad Max, that guy was called a Doof Warrior, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah, DOOF.
Oh. Poof. I
The
thought you said
but basically, what it's coming up is it's essentially a it's coming up as like a dreadnought. You would know that sometimes bandits, and in fact, Locke would know this too. Sometimes bandits will throw together so much on a essentially a platform that it ceases to be a typical vehicle, and it's a piecemeal tank of some form, minus the treads. It's like full on hover vehicle and whatnot, but it's and the reason why it's like that is because obviously since it's all piecemeal, they're never no two are ever the same.
It's Franken-tank.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, for lack of a better term, it is essentially a Franken tank. They've thrown as much crap on it as humanly possible, and usually when those are seen, and Derek as a nomad, usually when those are seen, they are about ready to scrap with somebody or something. Somebody is about to have a very bad day.
So,
are they both on the ground or
no? They're
are
both
they
on the
just
ground.
elevation? Okay.
Knowing what I know about some of this stuff and the nomads and everything, so these things here they're pretty much a low altitude vehicle.
Oh yeah,
though.
yeah. They do not go anywhere. They just hover across the ground. That's it.
Right. Might be able to like speed over like a chasm or something like that, but not anything crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, they're way too heavy to go far up into the air. At best, you get maybe 100 feet off the ground if you're lucky.
Oh, okay.
So presumably this Franken tank is about to demolish the other vehicle.
You have no idea. You've just picked them both up. Is all. Your
Can we tell
IFF does not tell intent. It simply tells you where what is, and can identify occasionally what it was that you spotted.
Or does it show their movements? Or we're
Yes.
probably going fast to really tell.
No, you're not. That's what radar's for.
Oh, sure.
But they are heading in a northward direction, so the opposite direction you are going.
So are we coming towards each? I mean, like we're like this, but are we coming towards each other like that then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you're like high up in the air. So far, you haven't had any sort of a ping, and basically IFF will also let you know, which is typical of it. So I know we're getting a little military here, but when you're in a fighter craft and you are being actively pinged on your radar, it will send an alert in your headset to let you know, okay, you're being pinged. Somebody's trying to get you missile lock on you or something.
Yeah, it's evasive maneuvers kind of.
Yeah. So that's usually what tells you,
okay,
like
alarms and bells and whistles and everything saying that you're like that you're locked on. Or...
Yeah. So if you're not hearing that, then that means either they don't see you, they don't have the capability of shooting you, or they don't care.
What do you think, team?
Which you would know that essentially that Franken tank has got quite a bit, so it could probably fire if it absolutely needed to. So it may not actually see.
How's our armor in the AV4? Is it better or worse than this dreadnought?
Oh.
Like way worse?
Yeah, oh no. Oh no. You would have better luck going head to head with Herbie the Love Bug and a freight train.
Let's like veer left or right, try and swoop past them. If they're already like not seeing us, let's try to make it like keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I vote for being discreet.
Turn a blind eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we come up against this guy, it's very plausible that some of these nomads, and I'm not familiar. Am I familiar with any of the clans down here?
Not down here, no. Your clan came in from the north, so you haven't really done a whole lot of exploring in the southern.
We came up from like northwest because some of the majority came from Southern California, wasn't it?
Right.
But
it's a punk knot. That's the word I was looking for. That's why I was using it.
So I go, yeah, that's a punk knot. I said, we don't want to mess with them. And I said, you know what? They're just as likely to shoot you just because they can gain some more parts from us.
And there's two of them.
Well, no, there's one typical. There's one like sort of standard like armored car. That's rolling beside it, and then it's picked up essentially this punk knot.
Yeah,
okay.
I'd say evade.
Yeah.
All right, put a pin in that in case we see them on the way back.
Maybe we can just drive around on the way back.
No, I'm just saying, if that's something if we might run into them again on the way back.
No,
Just
exactly.
be aware.
All for staying out of that.
Yeah,
guy's
no,
way.
we got work to do. All right, so I'll just keep on going.
Okay. 1 second, I'm going to throw it up in our chat so you guys have kind of a visual.
Mm.
Plus the a little bit of an entry to it. Okay. Did not get the picture, but I'll get that in a second. There you go.
Yeah, that doesn't look like fun.
It looks like 4 tanks.
Yeah, it is. It is of the not fun variety unless you own one or have built one.
Dang.
So it
That looks like the Macross, man. The SDF-1.
can only hover about 100 feet.
Yeah, ish. Yeah, it's just
Ugh.
it's got way too much armament on it. It's not meant to fly.
No
It's
thanks.
pretty sweet though.
Hori Mori. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that.
There you go. Now it's in. That is the punk knot, or what they usually
Thing's
look like.
nuts.
Thumbs down.
Yep. If I have 4 hands, I'll give you 4 thumbs down.
So you take it. You end up taking a roundabout, like a little bit of a diversion, off of your flight plan to stay out of its way.
For good measure.
You do end up hearing that the AV4 does eventually get pinged.
Shit.
But by the time you do, and at the speed that you're going, you're already maybe 2 miles out from the the direction, because you guys are basically crossing over. And then you don't hear another ping from there on out.
How far can missiles go from this type of vehicle?
Like a surface to air missile.
Like if it's armed, is it likely to be armed with something like that? And then
It absolutely could be, yeah.
And how far can they go?
This would be something else that Jill would know. Surface to air missiles actually go quite a ways, depending upon the type of missile. Let's see. Here we go. And of course, it depends upon the type of missile that's being launched. Now, if it's handheld, it's not going to go very far.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here immediately on Wikipedia. Ooh. Change. Doink. So the top-notch ones, we're talking like the ones that are specifically designed to be fired from like truck-mounted and whatnot. Those can go up to 300 miles away.
300 miles?
Yes.
Holy moly.
But that's going to be something along the lines of like military grade. You know, they're specifically designed to fire, shoot at aircraft and whatnot. So you're probably not looking at something like that. Punks and bandits or whatnot, they don't get their hands on hard military equipment like that very often.
I was gonna say, if that's the kind of armaments that they've got, then that's further than our entire trip. So
yeah, if you by average, you're probably looking at about 50 kilometers is what it comes to, which is still a decent ways.
What's that in real distance?
What's that in real distance? Here we go. square miles. So
2 point something.
50
it's a little less than
kilometers
20.
is just a hair over 30 miles.
Yeah.
About
Let's say
31.
25.
All right, I'm gonna step on it just
Get
to
it.
make sure that we outpace this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it
Casey
looks
gets-
like I'm
Yes.
pretty sure Wasteland Moose is Ellie.
Yes.
So she just needs to follow the channel, and she'll be able to chat if she wants to chat. Just give it 30 minutes.
You
so,
stank,
but-
bitch.
But hello, Ellie.
What's up, babes?
Yep.
Welcome.
So that
Jungle.
being said, you've picked it up a touch. At this point, the fact that they didn't continue to ping means that they probably don't have the weaponry to shoot at you, which is good. You at this point have flown over the breadth of what was Tucson, and you've seen some fires,
The dirty tea.
but that's about it. You don't see like any sort of coordinated like lights or buildings that are lit up or anything of that nature.
Is that normal
For Wasteland, yes.
for Tucson?
From
guess-
what you know of Tucson, yes. Tucson.
Are they like controlled campfires, or are they like destroying?
You're a bit
buildings
too high. You're a bit too high to tell.
All right.
If you want to take it lower, you certainly can to go find out.
Nah. Don't care that much.
I didn't think so. So the rest of the way into Nogales, when you start getting closer to the border, there's a little bit more activity. Like you start, your system pings again, and it picks up. It identifies everything as Colonial Vipers. But
Colonial Vipers.
Yeah, but the IFF gives you an actual reading. Like, I mean, it will announce it's got Colonial Vipers because again, it's sticking to the, the Battlestar Galactica theme. But when you look at the readout, because it's an actual display on your an actual display on the control deck. It will tell you like it's picking up, a couple of helicopters, one or two AV4s in the area, just a small amount of air traffic.
Nothing out of the normal, though.
Not that you would expect. Since Nogales is a border town in this area, if you had to take an initial guess, it's probably people shipping stuff, or maybe people that live in the area.
Does it have Amazon on the side of the AV4?
You are not close enough to check. However, Jill is a skilled pilot. She could get inverted and take a look.
Invert.
No.
Vote for invert.
All right.
Alistair's in there, and he's happy.
It totally just looks like a demon's in there, man.
Yep.
You can't even see his face.
But you see a tongue every so often. Just no.
Alistair.
But
I think he tongued my brain.
I know. He's tongue in my ear.
Okay, so.
But you are in Nogales at this point.
How close are we to the target location?
At this point, you're maybe 3 or 4 miles.
Do we have a visual?
A slight one, given the altitude you're at.
Negative Ghost Rider patterns full.
A visual.
I'm going to take it lower. My thought is to kind of head to some kind of innocuous location, like a gas station or a grocery store or a hotel, or someplace that would be a normal place, and sort of act like we're not there for any nefarious purpose
Subterfuge.
while we get the lay of the land.
Yeah, and you can definitely do that. So you take it down. I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Okay.
You stop off at what looks like it was probably a QT at one point in time. It's seen better days, and it's probably independently owned, given the fact
They don't
that...
have pizza now, do they?
What's that?
Dang it. They probably don't have pizza.
You'll have to check. But she touches down in the parking lot at this point. And coming to a stop and letting the engines cool. As you stop off in the parking lot to this gas station, which sits at 2 street corners. It doesn't appear to be a whole lot of vehicles in here. There's only like 3 right now, 2 of which are out front gassing up, and you can see that there is an armed individual standing out front of the door, just kind of keeping an eye on everything. Lights are on inside. It's a little run down. When you step out, you can smell the smell of grilled meat coming from somewhere.
Ooh. That's nice.
Smoked meats.
It's desert rat.
I'm not that picky.
Iguana on a stick, man.
Mm.
Iguana bits. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this
Y'all
point,
got any
Dane
squirrel?
hops out of the van and stretches his legs and looks around. So
Should
are we doing this, or what are we doing, guys?
I'm gonna get out and stretch out too, man. I'm sure it's been a long ride.
It's been like 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
That's long enough on the Jill Express.
I'm gonna try and move my hand from the seat in front of me
Okay.
and hopefully not rip the thing off.
I'm just gonna look over at Hellcat as I'm like unbuckling and
Just, I'm taking the bike next time.
I'm gonna get out and like praise the ground.
Wow, you two. You would think that she was doing like barrel rolls the whole way. What gives?
Yeah. Don't let them get to you, Jill.
The 1 barrel roll.
They don't have their air legs yet.
Plenty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they wanna ride a bike next time, we can see him in the morning.
Look,
Yeah.
if I was meant to fly, I'd get those installs. I like my feet on the ground. I like my wheels on the ground. I'm a simple girl. Okay, cut me some slack. You
I'm a
try
simple girl.
crazy.
She was chill this time. She wasn't doing anything wild.
Yeah,
Of course, you're gonna defend her. You're her brother. Shut
there
up.
was only talk about inverting. We didn't really do it.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
Okay, so what do we want to do? What's the plan?
I'm gonna brave some Mexican knockoff food.
If there's a lote around here, I'm gonna find it.
Do I have any contacts in town?
That's a great question. Why don't you check? So at this point, you are going to be rolling your street deal and your intelligence.
What about me? Put a text out to Mason.
For you,
and
it's
see if
going
we
to
have any
be your cool and family.
cool and family.
18.
There we go. Cool and family.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, 18.
Okay.
Rolled an 8.
Damn.
So Derek, what specifically are you asking of your family?
Do we have any contacts in Nogales? Do we know anybody down here that might be able to, that we trust, that get some information on?
Okay.
Local information.
Sure. So you put the word out in a chat, and you can see that the little bubbles are floating as people are getting ready to text or forming some sort of conversation piece with you. Hellcat, you know of one person in this area, primarily because they make the travel from Nogales up to Phoenix a couple times a year.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Hector. And the one thing that you know that he does, and it's not good business because most people usually just go directly through California because Night City is such a big draw. But he is essentially like a coyote, but tries to maintain more of a actual shipping and receiving sort of thing.
Okay. Do I know him just from Phoenix, or do I know him from my time in Night City?
No, just from Phoenix.
Just from Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
So you've never been to his place down here, but he does have a storefront because again he's trying to be semi legit with his with shipping and receiving. So he tends to bring up perishables on occasion from the border up into Phoenix when he can. Other times it's usually like knockoff weaponry. When he's not, of course, bringing people into the country.
It's not a Glock, it's a block.
Okay, I'm gonna call. Actually, I'm not gonna call. I'm gonna send Hector a text. And can I see wherever it is that Dane has headed off for food?
Yeah, it's the gas station. He's just going inside.
Gross. Okay. I'm just gonna text him that I'm in town and we're stopped here. Let's catch up. Whatever. Do you want to come meet?
PM.
Okay. Okay, 1 second.
My dog's trying to do the Jedi mind trick on me.
Well, because you're there.
Because you have snacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. Those-
Running dangerously low on Snacko's friend.
All right, so your family comes back
Mm-hmm.
in a chat. Most of them are like, no, I don't know anybody down there. One guy chimes in and says, yeah, I know a guy who knows a guy. And he says, that guy's name is Zone.
Got contact information?
Yeah. He throws out a phone number and an email address. And the tidbit he throws out there is that Zone tends to be Zone is kind of a gun for hire, not a well-known one. And he's and they say that he's run afoul of the federales quite a bit.
So like a solo,
Yeah.
kind of. Right on.
Okay.
All right.
Shoot a text.
Of
and
course, it's
kinda-
always about you, isn't it?
Yay!
Uh-oh.
Ellie has followed the site. Yay!
Yay.
So 30 minutes from now, we can hear her chatting.
Yay!
but put a text out to Zone and say, got your info from so and so, and looking for somebody that knows Nogales.
Okay.
I'm not going to be putting a lot of stuff out there over the.
Right. Okay. So Locke, the smell that you pick up is one of those open air grills that you find in a lot of Mexican specialty shops and whatnot, or just a parking lot. So they're actively grilling something, and it smells like meat.
Okay.
Smells like.
It's not a lote.
It's.
But I'll go and take a look.
Okay.
Rato asada.
Yeah. So
Juana asada.
Al pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you get up there, it looks like they have some elote pre-made, and it's in one of those igloo containers that's stored. So it's like they probably made it and then stored several of them, for sale. Then what they're grilling looks like burger, but it's clearly not.
Oh man, I don't want to mess with that. See, that's rat or that's people.
Yeah, it's definitely not people. It's definitely not people. But you're given the fact of where you grew up in Phoenix, you're like, it's probably rat.
It's probably rat. I'm gonna say dos elote por favor. I'm gonna roll my R's like that.
And he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Man, I speak English."
Well, I'm trying to shake up my Spanish, man. So just give me two.
It's all right. So he throws back the, he throws back the the container and then pulls out he pulls out 2 Ziploc plastic baggies. And puts the elote in it, so you're holding the plastic baggie instead of the elote directly.
Oh wow, that's gonna be messy.
And it's like €2, 2 credits essentially.
Gotcha. That's a fair shake. I'm gonna hand him my credit stick so we can debit.
It smells good, but I don't have any money.
If you is he here next to me?
Yeah.
Who Mac?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's within a reasonable proximity with one another.
Right. Well, I bought
Dane.
two, man.
Dane is kind of walking directly.
I'm down for the rat.
You can buy the rat, goddamn. Yeah, I bought you elote, man. You can take that or leave it.
Okay.
You don't want the rat, man.
You don't. What are you talking about? I
Oh wait, yeah, you're from the desert. If you want to brave it, I'll
brave it.
I'd like to see what it looks like. Somebody
staple food right there, man. You're missing out.
I'm gonna go to the guy and say, 1 rat, my good man.
So it's like, all right, well, he finishes one up.
Notice he didn't say it's not rat.
So he takes like a spatula. He puts it down initially on like this, really kind of flimsy paper-looking plate, and he gets generic-looking Wonder Bread, and puts the burger in between that, and he hands you a ketchup packet.
That's what's up, man.
That's for you, man.
and he says, 1 credit, please.
This is fine dining right here.
Enjoy. I just want to see you eat it, man. I will gladly pay €1 for this.
I mean, Mac doesn't have a problem with it. This is something that his people would have done easily. It beats kibble.
Can I smell it?
I've probably eaten rat many times.
Oh yeah.
Mac, put it in my face so I can smell it.
Okay.
No, dude, no. I don't. Nope. Not about that. You enjoy, man.
You just gotta have it so where there's not the tail, because there's like.
Is 1 ketchup packet gonna do you?
I wasn't even expecting a ketchup packet.
Oh man, you were hardcore, dude.
You gotta
Bone
like,
apple
you
teeth.
gotta say, up until you guys, man. I had like, I thought I was balling, and I had like a $50.
So at
All
this
right, man.
point, Dane comes walking out, and he has a really weird look on his face, kind of shaking it, and he was given sizable Ziploc baggies, but Ziploc baggies with straws,
Oh.
and there's a fizzy substance inside there that resembles soda.
Uh-oh. Look at Jill.
And yeah, and at this point, he's bringing it out like he would normally be bringing out like drinks, for everybody. But he's got this look of just like the hell, and so he walks up to Hellcat, and Jill, and Meredith, and he's like, okay, well, I got drinks for everybody, but they recycle everything, and this is what they gave me, Ziploc baggies. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I forgot
Nope.
they do that down here.
I'll take one.
Heck yeah.
You can have mine,
Okay,
Jill.
you.
I'm up on my vaccinations. I'll have one.
I'll try one. Is it
Okay.
fizzy bubbly? What is it? Kiwi strawberries? Okay.
You gotta figure me and Jill are like,
It's the equivalent of cola. Like the cola, the knockoff cola you find at at stores and whatnot. Yeah, it's like it's cola. It's a cola equivalent, but you're just not too sure what it's going to taste like.
Like great value.
Yeah.
What's the big one that came in 3 liters? Lariat. That's what it was. That stuff was amazing.
Shasta.
You can only get it at like Food City.
Shasta
man.
did that too. Yeah, they weren't 2 liters; they were 3 liters. I remember those.
Dude, my grandma gave me a diet chocolate soda one time from Shasta. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever drank.
Whoa.
It's like those chocolate Twizzlers.
It was so gross. It was like medicine, man.
It smelled good though.
But those of you who partake of the soda with a quote unquote straw, it does resemble Coca-Cola. Obviously, it's like a second or third generation knockoff of Coca-Cola. But the benefit of it is it does taste like it has the real sugar, which you would find in a lot of Mexican sodas and whatnot, because they're not going to play around with it.
Nice.
Hey, it's sweet and fizzy. I'll take it. I'll take 2.
You can drink her cat since she's not gonna have it.
Yeah, Kat's just gonna open the little side compartment of her new leg and pull out a flask. I'm good, thanks.
I'm over here walking up like burger, bag of soda.
So gross.
Living the high life.
And even though this is Cyberpunk, the soda in a plastic baggie is a real experience that I had on a missions trip in Mexico. This is exactly what happened, and it confused the hell out of some of the guys I was with. Like, he asked for a soda, and they're like, "You want straw? Straw? You want straw?" And they were like, "What? Wait, what the heck is a straw?" And and then she goes, and then she hands him the plastic baggie of soda, and he's left kind of going like, "What? What the hell did you just hand me?" And she says, "Straw," and hands him a straw for the plastic baggie.
Yep. The first time I had coconut water was down in Mexico, and they gave it to me in a bag. And I spit that out because it wasn't anything like I thought it was going to be.
Like, I don't know.
Coconut water sucks ass.
Yeah,
I hate coconut water. Ugh.
Not a fan. So when we finish drinking this, do we give the bags back?
No, I think those can be thrown away.
Oh, okay. Whew.
To be honest, I don't really care. I'll leave that up to these guys. We've got other things to worry about.
Right.
How are we on fuel?
Oh, you're fine. The max range on an AV4 is like 800 miles.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Has Zone returned to text?
Not as of yet. Hellcat, you end up getting a text back from Hector.
Hector.
And the text says, well, where are you at?
I'm gonna text him the cross streets and the gas station.
Okay. That armpit?
Yeah, I'm gonna text him back. Definitely wasn't my choice. You know me.
All right. Be there in about 10.
Okay.
So you guys are just kind of like hanging out, around the AV4 at this point, eating, drinking, or just otherwise lamenting the dinner options right now. When you see a car come pulling up, and it is a pretty primo looking lowrider, like well kept. The tires are oiled and they got that shine like somebody takes Armor All to them, on the regular. So I mean, it looks like one of those nice caddies, but future forward. I mean, it clearly has some reinforced plating on it and whatnot. So, in case something goes down, it is not a rag top. It is a hard top. And when it comes rolling up, 3 guys come out, one from the back and one from the driver's side, and one from the passenger side. And it was candy apple red.
That is a ride.
Is that your friend?
Yeah, is that Hector?
Yeah, it's Hector.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and give him a big hug. Hey, hola! I haven't seen you in forever.
He says, "Hey, Chico, what's going on?" He's basically got just a typical white shirt. He's got a white shirt on with an open Hawaiian button-up shirt, just kind of left hanging, and he's in like docking shorts and sneakers. I mean, he of course is armed. He does have kind of a side pouch that's got a pistol on it. And the other 2 guys with him are armed more. And he says, "So what are you doing so far south? I thought Phoenix was your thing."
Well, sometimes things get slow and there's only so much you can do down just expanding a little bit. How are things down here? I haven't been down here in a while. Anything new and exciting going on?
Outside of anything illicit, no, it tends to be pretty quiet and not a whole lot going on.
Well, all I want to hear about is the illicit.
Well, then you came to the right place. Is that what it is? Are you looking for work or what's going on?
No, down here on a job, but just canvassing. Just seeing if anything else is out of the ordinary.
I mean, we've got the usual problem with the federales in the area. I don't know if that doesn't really sound like your thing. I mean, was there something specific you needed from me?
No, like I said, just wanted to know if, anything's been going on or anything exciting. We were just in town. Thought I'd hit you up.
Word is that there's going to be a big shipment going up to Phoenix, probably tomorrow.
Yeah, you been stepping up your business in Phoenix?
Not particularly. It's same old, same old. Why? Is there something going on?
No, I'm dealing with not necessarily a lost shipment, but more of a stolen shipment between a couple of the gangs up north. You don't work with the Quins by chance, do you?
Not often. I have a couple times, but not often.
Well, when's the last time you were working with them?
Last month. Last time I was up there.
Would you ship?
They asked for. I don't know if you've heard of this before, but there was this thing about I don't know, about 5-8 years back or so. They're called these little pop figures. and they wanted like a gaggle of Harley Quinn pop figures, and I managed to find some way down south. Like somebody was sitting on, I don't know, a box full or a collection or something like that, and they wanted them, so they paid kind of a pretty penny for it. One of the weirder things I've done, but I mean, it was worth it.
And you're sure that's all it was just pops?
If you're asking if I like looked at the items closely, no. I'm not really into that, especially with the federales breathing down everybody's necks. I'd rather have plausible deniability.
I know. But I know you like to keep those spiffy cars, and that takes money. And I know guns make better money
They
than
do.
pop figures.
Well, I don't know, these pop figures, I got quite a bit for it. I don't know why, and I wasn't really going to ask. Quinns are kind of crazy like that about Harley Quinn.
Yeah. You dealing with the Rebel Legion up there?
The RL? Yeah. Why do you ask?
Like I said, there's just been shipments that seem to have had trouble, and I gotta check in on those things. Like you said, Phoenix is mine.
So go ahead and roll your cool and persuasion fast talk.
Okay, that's 20.
Okay. I mean, I might know something, or I could divulge a little bit more, but it's going to cost you. I got to get something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want, Hector?
Mutual respect.
Mutual something.
Well, I don't know. How's a grand?
Hey, Locke. How's
Yeah,
a
what's
grand?
up?
You got
need a
cash
grand?
on you?
Yeah, I got money.
Why don't you set my friend up, Hector, up with a grand here, and he'll give us some info.
All right, man. If you trust him, that's all I need. I got
He's
it.
legit.
So I'll hand over the cred stick.
Okay. So he swipes that in a system and pulls off a grand, and he says, so the RL actually sent out a shipment of weapons not too long ago. Then I don't know, maybe 2 months or so. I had some guys down south. Colombia's getting kind of nasty again, and they were in need of some extra kick, and I guess the RL had some laying around or something.
You know what they got for their end of that deal?
I mean, I ended up getting the shipment from them, and I oversaw it. So I don't know, what do they end up getting? I don't know, something like 100 grand or something like that. Before I got my take.
All right. Well, thanks, man. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but
Or if it was worth a fucking grand.
I appreciate it. It's given me at least a couple working theories, so I can go back to Phoenix and not completely empty-handed.
Okay, no problem. Well, if something comes up, just give me a call.
Thanks, man. It was good to see you.
And likewise.
I'm just gonna give him another.
And Mac's phone starts to ring.
There you go.
Answer.
Hey man, I'm looking for Mac.
This is Mac. Are you Zone?
Yeah, man, I'm Zone. How's it hanging, dude?
Oh,
I
doing
hear
all
you're
right.
like a nomad type from up north or something. Some guy kind of knows a guy. Told me that you're down here somewhere in Nogales. Do
Fucking
I got the skinny right?
If you do,
So what? Are you like needing some ganja or you like some smash or what's your poison, bro?
information.
Oh, right. Information. Okay. Cool. Information's king, brah. All right. So you're in Nogales. That's like the most I got. I'd imagine you want a face to face because, like, you don't want to do this sort of thing over the phone. Hackers are a bitch, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, we're up here on the north side of town. I'm assuming out of character. I'm assuming that we're on the north side of town,
Mm.
kind of one of the first places we came to.
You give them the same cross streets?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, dude, that place is like an armpit, man. Why'd you stop there?
Because they got the best rat burgers you'll ever have.
No, thanks. I'll stay away from the rat. I'll bring you a Tic Tac.
All right. Oh boy. Well, I
I'll be there in a few. Just give me a moment to like get a buzz. I'll yeah. I don't know what time is it. Like 10. That's minutes, man.
yeah.
Cool.
I'll see you. Hang up the phone.
Okay.
Like, well, considering this guy's one that deals in extracurricular activities, um, and he sounds like a burnout, but it's a possibility that he knows a little something. People who deal in illicits are typically in the know about one thing or another. Might be worth a shot.
Okay. You guys are just waiting around, finishing up your drinks or doing whatever. You guys end up seeing this motorcycle come rolling up. Now it is a Harley equivalent. So think like a Thunder God. Like it's kind of laid back. It's got the higher handlebars, got the saddlebags. It looks like it eats road for lunch. It's very mean looking. And this guy comes rolling up. You can see that he's got a pretty big rifle saddled into the back of the motorcycle, and he comes pulling up, and as he pulls up and brings it to a stop, like he already throws a leg off of the vehicle as he's bringing it to a stop, and just kind of walks off as it's brought to a stop at the same time. Almost like somebody idling in a bicycle and just stepping down, as they brought it to a complete stop.
Smooth.
So he walks up and goes to shake Mac's hand. Sup, bro? What's going on?
How you doing, Zone?
Yeah, this is Zone, man. He's got kind of a red eye look to him, a bit long hair. Looks like he probably got dressed in the 1980s hairband metal scene and really just never left.
So he's got.
Dude, does this guy look like Spicoli?
Look like who?
Spicoli?
Kind of like that a bit, yeah.
He's got some some holy jeans
Yeah.
and like a metal T-shirt.
Yep.
Some
Yep.
here. Yeah.
And so, he shakes your hand, and then he starts looking around everybody. He's like, "Whoa, dude. I didn't know Waifu and the Chrome Hippo were down in town. That's kind of badass, bro."
That's not good.
What? How? Who? What do you know of Waifu and the Chrome Hippo?
Dude, I didn't know you were like P-chan. That's cool, dude. Where's your bandana?
Yeah, don't have a bandana.
He said, "Yeah."
How did you hear of us?
Oh, like everybody knows about you down here in Nogales, dude.
This is gonna be good times.
Really? And why is that?
Well, you don't know? Dude, this is kind of trippy. Like, did they like wipe your mind or something? Or are you really on? You don't look like you're on something, but you could be on something. Did you want to be on something?
I
No,
wanna be on
not
something.
currently. No. No, I'm good with that, but no, I'm like, you know how it is. I mean, I don't know if my mind's been wiped trying to kind of play up to him.
Okay, give me a empathy and persuasion fast talk.
Let's see. Where are we at here?
Empathy. Put yourself in the place of
Empathy
me.
and persuasion fast talk. So 16.
Get a what?
16.
16. All right. So it's like, oh yeah, I feel you, man. Viruses are a bitch. So he pulls out his phone and like starts swiping left frequently. There's a whole lot of just porn as he's swiping past, and he comes to a video,
Mm-hmm.
and it's titled "Waifu and the Chrome Hippo," and it shows all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Jill is on drums. You are on bass. You've got you have Hellcat and Meredith as like go-go looking dancers on stage. Locke is the lead singer. And it's basically got all of you doing Winona's Big Brown Beaver by Primus.
At least it's a good song.
Yeah, I was gonna say I dig that song.
You know what? That's awesome. Because you know what? If I could play that slap bass like that, that is kick. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, you mean you can't? Oh, that's a letdown. I thought you were cool, bro.
No, I didn't say that. Out of character. I didn't say that out loud. I'm saying that we were still talking context of
Gotcha,
out
okay.
of character. Sorry. No, I'm like kind of like, hey, Locke, they got us on video.
That's got to be some deep fake shit or something, man.
Pretty interesting.
And basically Meredith and Hellcat are dressed kind of like in that plasticky Duracell battery type, characters from the music video. But instead of cowboys, it's like hot cowgirls.
Oh, this is. When did you download this? When did this pop up?
How did this pop up?
This like hit the net. Help me out, Peachan. What's today's date?
Peach.
Okay. He starts like doing some math like on his fingers. He's like, think like 2 weeks ago.
Was that about the time that we heard that we are
Give
now
or take a week.
Waifu and the Chrome Hippo?
No, we heard about that like yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
morning.
In game, it was like yesterday or the day before or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were like mercs and a band. Are you trying to do like the Johnny Silverhand thing?
Maybe something like that.
Wild.
Um,
So like what did you need, dude?
so I go, what tech companies do you know down here? What do they have down here? What do you dabble in anything else?
Tech companies?
Yeah. Anybody?
There's Viraga Corp, Crosstown. They got corp in the name, so I guess that means they're a corporation. I think they do tech stuff.
What was the name of the place? Out of character. What's the name of the place that we were told? Were we given a name?
Viraga
It
Corp.
was
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Do you know? Are they on the up and up? Do you know?
It's a corporation, brah. Like none of them are on the up and up.
Right.
It's a conspiracy.
Right. What else have you heard about them?
He starts like patting himself down, like he's searching for something. Well, I mean, I don't know. They were like doing some hiring and whatnot. They brought in a couple big trucks. Woke me up. It was not cool.
Oh, are you? Do you live by them, or were you working for them?
But oh no, dude, they just like they never take the same streets. That they don't take direct routes and whatnot. So one of them rolled through my neighborhood, ripped the fuck out of the street. It was terrible, man.
Oh, that's a bummer, man.
And so he's like, "Oh, hold on a second." So he grabs something that has like a looks like a little pill, and he pops it into his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And he pauses for a second, and then he just goes,
Oh shit!
"Oh." I'm sorry. What were we talking about?
Oh no, we were just talking about all that kick-ass party that we had that you had a couple months back, and potentially
shit, did I forget about another party?
Yeah, just
Dude, that sucks.
With we in the band here, we're just kind of checking it out to see what kind of scene there is down here,
Oh, right. You guys are waifu and Chrome Hippo. That's gnarly. Dude,
but
you're like Peach Ant. Where's your bandana?
I try to keep it on the DL, try to keep it, a little bit low key once we're out and about when we're not going out on the stage.
And so he like looks around real quick and he's like, "Don't look on the internet. You guys got a video that's out. It's kind of trendy. You might want to wear a ball cap."
Duly noted. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Right. With I'm gonna go ahead and text and say, hey, something about waifu and the Chrome Hippo and us in videos. 911.
Get this off the internet.
Something about
so
a beaver and yeah.
And
yeah.
and slaps.
Slaps.
But
I mean, I've
That's
made a
not
lot
slaps.
of videos, but that's the weirdest slapping beaver video I've ever made.
So I'm like, well, you know what, Zone? It was great seeing you again, man. When we come back down, and hopefully we'll get some sort of performance around here, I got your back, man. I appreciate it.
Cool, dude. That's like solid of you, man. Did you know my street's ripped up?
Yeah, something about a big truck.
Yeah, it was like one of those six wheelers, dude. It was like fucking obscene, man.
Horrible.
Big tires, like those monster truck, like Bigfoot things, and
Oh yeah, like them old school big old monster truck things. Yeah. Oh, that's wild. Well, man, you did me a solid, man. I really appreciate it. Checking out the scene down here. Like I said, I got your back when we come back into town, man. Appreciate it.
all right, cool, dude. Then I'm gonna jet.
All right, man. We'll catch up later.
All
Take
right,
it easy.
dude. Zone out, man. And he just like climbs
Totally.
onto his bike, fires it up, and it was like right in between like a Guns N' Roses song or something. So you hear like Axl Rose screeching, as he pulls out and drives away.
After hearing that,
Was it just me, or did anybody else lose brain cells from that conversation?
No, man, no. It's just you, bro.
Wow. Holy cow. Yeah.
anyway, after hearing that that's going on, the punk or not that we saw was headed north towards Phoenix, right?
Well,
Okay.
in that direction, yeah.
Well, having heard that it's already torn through this part of Tucson and is still headed north towards town, I'm gonna send a text to Rex and ask him if he knows about anyone bringing one in.
Okay. You don't get an immediate response. Syntax messages back
Oh, boy.
with a giant WTF.
I'm just gonna text back for real.
And she's like, and then she texts back. She's like, "Well, at least you're hot."
Yeah, but we're known as a group and we're all over everything.
Yeah, we
Like-
apparently we have a greatest hits album already.
Where's this coming from?
I'm still looking,
I
but
want
I'm
the
also
royal
like
thing.
horrified in a passing a car wreck sort of way.
I mean,
They've got
I know-
Hellcat singing Celine Dion. I don't need to say anymore.
It went from Winona's Big Brown Beaver to Celine Dion.
Well, I guess we got range. Yeah, I guess just figure out.
I'll look into it and let you know. I'm still kind of mortified.
I
And then
I'm-
you
I
and then
think
you
I'm-
get a text and go like, "Oh God, don't tell Locke."
don't tell Locke what that he's on the.
It-
He's
It's on the greatest hits album. I guess he's singing Barbie Girl.
good times. Yeah.
I'm a baby girl.
You know what? Once you chase down whoever has created this, we also need to get royalties from them.
I'm gonna look into the former first before we worry about anything else, and try to see if I can find some sort of source. Right. Is everything okay? Are you fine? How did you even find out about this?
It's been a long day. I'm gonna go ahead and give her like a rundown of the things that have kind of progressed until here, and just it's. I'll talk to you when I get back.
All right. Well, love you. Stay safe. And no more concerts.
Ditto. Smiley face.
All right. And so Dane is kind of eagerly pacing back and forth, waiting to see what decision everybody's going to come up with at this point, like what's going to happen.
Oh boy.
We're gonna get some royalties from that music.
You know what? I'll make sure we get something out of it at the very least. Other than this humiliation and
Maybe I ought to get a drum kit.
hey, like one step at a time.
Oh my gosh.
You can have a drum kit when you give up soda.
Oh, that's harsh.
Well,
I think the soda makes the drums even better.
That's like,
mhm.
baby, you can grow up once you stop drinking milk. Does not work.
Okay, so Dane is kind of like looking around, is like he just throws his hands up. He's like, okay, so we have to figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
We still got this job, and we haven't really found out
We know they're moving big
anything
stuff
else.
around. I wonder, because we've got to get in this building, right? Are we looking at just
Hopefully,
blowing the place to smithereens, or
that's always an option. I don't
That
think
is-
we have
that
the
is an
firepower to do so.
right? Well, do we have some sort of like, are we just looking at destroying like the servers?
We need to find the, and this is just my opinion here, but we've got to be able to find the device and destroy it so we can confirm it.
Didn't
Okay.
Wash give us blueprints?
Mhm.
So what level are we looking at?
So you pull the blueprints back up. Second. I had a map. I guess I don't anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna think. Oh, maybe I didn't save it. It is on the second floor. It looks like the research is being done in the east end of the building on the second floor.
So I guess me dropping you off on the roof is probably not a great idea.
How many stories is it?
It is 2.
Oh, maybe it. I mean, I guess that could work then.
I think that's an
Second
option.
floor, that means that we'd be pretty visible.
Yeah, and you're not going to have enough room to land this vehicle on it. Everybody would have to jump out.
It's a smaller building then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's try and go in
Here for
You guys
the
know-
old-fashioned way.
Does it like I do it, but I can't speak techie. I don't know that crap. They're hiring.
I can
So
go.
go in looking for a job.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I think I might be for this is a lab, correct?
It
I
is a
think I
lab,
might-
yes.
I might be the most qualified to maybe
And go.
get in. Okay, I will.
We're something low cut.
I'm wearing what I'm wearing. Okay, Barbie girl.
I'm just saying, if you're
Barbie
bought and paid,
girl.
might as well get some use out of them.
Why did you call him Barbie Girl?
No reason. I'll show you later.
Oh, great. There's more.
So I'm gonna go ahead and proceed.
So we'll have to wait then for office hours, and we don't know when that's going to be when they're going to be shipping that out.
Didn't they say there was a shipment going out tomorrow?
Probably, yeah.
Shit.
Or was this the shipment that he was talking about?
Who?
Well, I don't think we know.
Prospectively, yeah. I forgot it's at 10 o'clock at night, but
Well, I mean, it can't be that hard to get in, right?
Wait, but
could
does
be.
that
We don't know yet. We don't have those specs. So that was kind of my hope, is that we would come down here and scope this place out with a little bit of detail.
should
hey,
we
so,
should we
so
go
on my phone while
around the
this is
block?
going-
Should we go drive around and case the joint?
Yeah, why don't you drive around? Maybe Locke and I can take a walk around on foot just to see anything.
Is there
See-
security?
See if there probably is security, but I don't know if anybody would be working this late, right?
Oh, there's definitely going to be security for something like this. That I can guarantee.
What,
Yes.
what area of town is it? Is it higher end or is it like the?
There's no high end Nogales.
So I fit in.
Yeah. But
In my normal clothes,
the building complex it's at is actually looks nice, but the rest of the place is, Nogales looks like a shithole. But a living shithole as opposed to Tucson.
All right. Drop me off. I'll walk
What do you
around. I'm a nomad. I can go anywhere, especially around here. They might run me off. It wouldn't be the first time that's happened to me.
Are you just hitting the perimeter? Or are you gonna try and get in?
The opportunity arises, maybe, but at least that way I'll walk right down this. I'll drop me off a block or two away, and I'll walk down the street. I'll
Just
walk right by the front door.
just remember to maybe keep a low profile. I mean, there's videos of us that are somewhat popular, and
What was I wearing in the video?
we'll talk about this later. Let's just get this done.
No, but what was when I saw the video, Jerome? What was I wearing in the video?
A zoot suit.
Oh man,
Doesn't look like this.
Yeah, doesn't look like
no, 100% no.
Yeah, so check
We-
this out.
That's a
Have we
big Texas
driven
size
the
We're
10.
at a gas station, and you know what?
We haven't driven the perimeter. We just touched down at the gas station.
Oops.
So
We haven't gone by the place yet.
Still at the gas station.
Yes.
I know. I'm saying we're at the gas station. There's probably oil or dirt around here somewhere on the ground, correct?
Yeah.
Good. I go get it on my hands, and now it's on my face
Okay.
because I was dressed to the nines prior to all this. So now I'm back in my grubbies, and
Grubby.
well, that's what
Grubby.
my armor clothing is.
Okay.
Wait, like, did you change or did you get your nice club clothes dirty?
No, I changed before.
Okay,
I would,
good.
if we were outfitted for
No,
going
that makes sense.
on mission, I'm not going to be wearing pleathers.
Those are
We don't know that.
Right. But no, and I just get myself dirty, grab a little bit of dirt, rub it in my face, man. Make it look like I just came walking in off of the freaking
desert.
street somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do some
You know
surveillance.
what?
Some
My car broke down. You guys are the only place open. Is there any way I can get in here and use the phone? I don't know. Maybe I'll try something.
Fast talk.
Okay.
Do you have fast talk? Can you fast talk?
Let's see. Empathy. 8. Persuasion, fast talk, a 2. But you know what?
Oh, that's not a 1, man.
That 8 helps. I'm sitting at a 10 right off the bat.
Yes, but let's see, where is it at? Persuasion and fast.
And actually, because I've been practicing, I could dump some points in it right now.
I set it a 14.
You set it a 14?
Yeah.
Put some dirt on your goddamn face then.
Well, let's see. How do we buy points? It's like if I'm sitting at a 2, it costs me 20 to get 3, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it would be 30 to get 4. Okay. So that will be one of them. I'm spending 20 points right now.
Okay.
Dang, look at that. That's commitment.
Because I got better just by talking to a stoner. So, hey, you know what? I'm practicing. It's justifiable.
Don't you have to delete that from your intelligence though?
Yeah.
Brain
Talking to
cells.
the stoner doesn't actually lessen your brain cells. So let's go. Drop me
So
off a couple.
to
block or so.
reiterate out of character, the plan is for you to go, or Hellcat to go, or both. What's going on?
We can both go.
That's a plan. And then me and Meredith are gonna take a stroll on the exterior. What do you mean no?
I got a chance to voice my idea yet because I've been cut off so many damn times. I'm
What?
happy
I was
to
thinking
tell
that's
you,
what
though.
Meredith said, that we were gonna take a walk.
You want to take a walk?
Oh, we could take a walk.
Go for a walk.
What was your idea?
Your idea.
Nope, it's fine. You guys will follow your plan. Let's do it.
Okay, so if you get in, then what?
Yeah, you're gonna have to let us know.
Figure it out.
Are we really doing this like haphazardly? Come on, share your idea, hon. Come on.
I just wanted to do it just to see about scoping it out and see what they've got there. If I can get a little bit of information or something like that,
Okay.
I can play off to see what kind of stuff a little bit at least, and just try.
Go do it.
And Meredith said earlier that, hey, me and Locke can take a walk on that perimeter and take a look.
Right, and if I go walking up there and there's like 15 guards right inside there that look like they're armed to the teeth, then we'll know that there's 15 guards armed to the teeth. If there's one guy sitting there with a slingshot, then we know there's one guy sitting there with a slingshot, or anywhere in between. At least at a glance.
Word.
Okay. So then it's just Mac going up. Do I understand that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mac, you go wandering up.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of walking down the street. Something I've probably done
many a time.
thousands of times. Yeah.
Sure.
Totally in character.
So the front of the building looks like your typical office building. It's only 2 stories. It has a decent sized courtyard. It's got a wall all the way around it. It has a protective gate leading to the driveway into the business itself.
Mm-hmm.
With steel pins coming up out of the ground, like the thick one columns that are used to block wheeled vehicles from coming in.
Well, like the column, like the 6-8 inch columns, not spikes.
They're called bollards.
Bollards, yeah. That's what I said.
That's what I said.
And I mean, you can see that there are 4 guards sitting out front of the location. There is a guard shack that sits next to it, and then 2 guys are inside the guard shack. 2 guys are leaning up against what appears to be an APC that sits out front.
Is that a armored vehicle?
Yeah, armored personnel carrier.
Okay. All right. Kind of go walking up.
So they straddle their guns and point them at you as you come walking up.
I mean, not like dude. I'm like, whoa,
Back
whoa,
up,
whoa.
guy.
Hey, I'm just curious. Like, I'm not looking for any problem, man. My car broke down. And I was just wondering if I could use one of your guys' phones just so I could call my friend, and then I'll be right back out of your hair, man. Just
okay.
Look. It's an old beater, man, and I'm just trying to get home, man. I don't want no problem.
Go ahead and roll your empathy and your persuasion fast talk.
Come on, baby, hit that 10. 9.
Nice.
So that's 20.
So they keep their guns trained on you,
right?
And they look back and forth, and none of them really seem to buy it all that much. And then one guy turns and looks and he says, "Wait a minute, aren't you P-chan?"
Oh shit.
Who?
P-chan. Waifu and the Chrome Hippos? Dude, I thought you'd have a bandana.
I'm not trying to make a scene.
So then he's like, dude, no, haven't you guys seen that video? Like they're that local like crazy band and whatnot that came out not too long ago. And there's like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, man, I showed you the video like last week. This is like, P-chan, their bassist.
I don't.
Might as well run with it, man.
I don't want to make a big scene, man. We're not.
It's like the guy who seems quote unquote familiar with you is like, all right, well, just take a step back. You can, I can call whoever you need me to call.
Give him Kat's number. She's
Okay.
pretty quick on the phone.
Okay.
This is my sister, so she'll probably be a little upset because I shouldn't be taking this car out very far, but just let her know right off the bat, because just say, hey, got stuck, so I appreciate it.
Okay, so he dials it in, and okay, your phone starts ringing. It's Mac. Well, actually, it's not Mac. It's from a number you don't recognize.
I'm gonna ignore it.
Of course she does.
Okay. So it goes to voicemail.
Good luck, Mac.
I'm already on a job, so I'm not taking calls.
Mm-hmm.
He says, went to voicemail, dude. Sorry.
Could you text her? Just say, it's Mac. Call me back.
Okay, I mean, I can do that, but otherwise, I gotta get back on duty here, man. I mean, I like your stuff and all, but there's only so much I can do.
Okay.
So he sends off a text, and Hellcat, you end up getting this text on your phone that says, "I've got P-chan here in front of me, and he says he needs to speak to you, because there's a problem with his vehicle."
I'm gonna text back, well, should have known. Told him so. This is Boogaloo. Shoot me the address. I'll come pick him up.
And so the guy's like, "Oh shit! I didn't know Boogaloo was your sister. You guys don't look anything alike."
Like my sister.
Oh, right. Hey, is she available?
Oh, there it is.
Ask her, man. You'd have to ask her.
And
Not
so
me.
the others are kind of like looking at him like, "What the? What are you talking about?" He's like, "No, dude, like the one with the ass." and they kind of look at him again. And he's like, "Yeah, you know, crack a walnut with that ass." And they're like, "Oh, okay."
They're all that one.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. There's like that one. Gotcha. Okay. No, I get it.
So
You're gonna get drunk texts in the middle of the night, Cat.
Got a bag of walnuts here.
I'll show you how to
Put
bust
them in your
a
butt
nut.
and crack them.
Ba-doom. All right.
I can hear you laughing out here, dude.
Yeah, I can hear her laughing in my room. The door's closed.
Ugh,
We have broke Missy.
that's too much, man.
I apologize. I'm 10.
Perfect setup.
So, as you guys are organizing that, so Locke and Meredith, you guys are kind of walking the perimeter. It's a little way. I mean, you've walked a couple blocks. Let's say 2 from where you're at, and you're not walking the direct perimeter because that's casing and that's would cause a scene. But you're kind of walking through the neighborhood, and you know, like looking as you go, and you know, down the streets or whatnot, kind of giving a lay of the land. Meredith, why don't you roll your cool and intelligence and awareness notice. And Locke, why don't you roll your intelligence and combat sense?
Okay.
And it's just 1d10, right?
Yes, 1d10.
18.
Nice.
Where's combat sense?
It
Upper left-hand corner of the
is-
skills.
It's like the 4th one down. Yeah.
Oh. Because that's what you have, huh?
Yeah, it's a special skill for solos.
I got a 25.
Damn.
Started
Dang,
with
girl.
15, I got a 10.
Okay, so as you guys are walking around, probably because your the
Did you
hairs
roll
in the- probably because the hairs in the back of your neck are on end because you're walking on foot in an unfamiliar dark neighborhood, which is never a good thing. Thankfully, you're armed. But as you're walking around the neighborhood, I mean, you can see people are starting to watch you from their houses or apartments or whatnot. So you're getting eyes on you as you kind of roll around.
Our next cover.
And then you hear,
Somebody's watching.
"So, didn't you take the AV4? Be cooler if you did."
This fucking guy's still around.
Oh.
Well, you walked a couple blocks away.
Wow.
How goes it, man?
And
We're just taking a ride, man.
You end up seeing him. He's like sitting. He's in this really old looking style house that the front windows open. So he's just kind of sitting there and hanging out a little bit, and you can just see waves of smoke.
I'm just gonna go walk up to him and just kind of start a conversation to be kind of natural. And do you live here?
Oh, I think so.
Maybe.
Tommy Chong.
Cool.
You guys
So
don't
is there a
need to
lot?
hang outside. Mikasa, Sukasa, and whatnot. So door's unlocked. You can come in if you want. Do you want to hit?
No, I'm good right now. I'm actually working.
Okay. Do you want a juice box? I got a
I will
couple juice
absolutely-
boxes.
Like a for reals juice box.
There's a fake juice box.
I mean, I'll absolutely take a juice box. The lock.
Okay.
Dude, 100%. I'll take a juice box.
Okay. Hold on a second. I gotta go to the fridge. So he like slides back and forth as you can see him wandering into the house and sort of willingly negotiating from the room he was at into the kitchen. It's taking some effort. And he gets to the back and gets to the refrigerator and pulls out actual the little old school juice boxes and whatnot.
Like Mott's.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
And he says, I've got mystery juice, and it's like the label is mostly like slaughtered, so it's been scraped or whatnot, but it's sealed. And he says, and I think this one's apple. So who wants what?
I'll take the mystery juice because I'm a gentleman.
Oh, my thanks. Yeah, I'll take the apple if you don't mind.
Okay, so apple or mystery for Scooter, and then and mystery drink for Rad. That's cool, Rad. Rad is life, dude.
Oh, thanks,
Right.
man.
I'm gonna puncture mine with the straw and
Okay. Yep.
take a gulp, man.
Yeah, I am.
The
I'm
drink
just
that you
going.
got is that like fruit cocktail. That's what it is.
Oh, I win, dude.
So, like, why are you walking around spooking the neighbors? Because they're giving you the evil eye, like right now.
Oh, I don't think that was our intention.
Oh, I didn't think so. I think you guys are fine, upstanding band members, and that's why I said hi. But the other folks don't seem to know you like I do, and they're kind of edgy.
So,
And
are
if they
you
call the
saying-
federales, that's kind of bad news, bro.
No shit. No, we just parked. We're stretching our legs, man. We're just checking it out. We don't come down to Nogales too much, so we're just taking in the sights.
The sites in Nogales,
Yeah, man.
that's like the jail, I think, and about it. There's
Well,
nothing
we were
really here to
actually-
look at, man. It's a butthole.
You ain't wrong.
we might film a video here. I don't know. We could give it a shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
really?
location scouting.
Oh, dude, why didn't you say so? So he leans out the window and shouts, "Guys, it's okay. They're like location scouting for a video and stuff." Like from the online, and you can hear some other people like shouting, like, "Shut up!" And one is like, "Peace, guys. It's all good."
Take some pictures.
Thanks for your vote of confidence. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks for clearing our matter up with the locals. That's appreciated.
Oh, well, like, of course, man. All you had to do is just say what it was you were doing. I mean, not like we get music videos down here at all.
No, I can understand that.
Do you think we're good to continue walking, or do you think we should head back to?
Oh, no, hell no.
No.
All right, Meredith, let's go ahead and just head on back now.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Zone,
Yeah, and
thanks
if-
for the juice, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome. And if you see that punk knot, like, you might want to stay away.
Yeah,
They're
who's,
like a hornet's nest right now. Somebody slapped him, and they're like really angry.
what's going on with that? We saw it on our way here.
Oh, they're going to go fight somebody. I don't know who. I didn't ask.
Shit.
Who are they that who are
Bubba's.
they going to go?
Who has
Oh,
Who has sorry. Yeah.
there's some
Thank-
local gang called Gut Check.
gut check?
Gut check. They must be
Mexican football players, yeah.
Of course. That's what gut check means.
Yeah, and he has that look like, of course. I mean, you were already going to say that, I know, sort of thing. Yeah.
do they have pretty well known rivals? Maybe somewhere in Phoenix?
I didn't think to ask.
All right.
I
No,
don't really
just-
want to ask. It's just me, and I might make him mad.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like a great thing.
Right. No, that... Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the information. If you're ever up in our neck of the woods, feel free to stop by for some kibble. We might have some soda in the fridge.
Oh, cool, dude. That's like most righteous of you. Thank you.
Most righteous.
Do you think it'd be too much to ask if I could get like something autographed?
Sure.
Oh, right on. So he fumbles his way, back into the house, and he comes walking back forward, and he pops something back in his in his mouth again, and he's like,
What an addict.
okay. And he hands you, it's like an old school CD, but it's got the rather than the jewel casing, it's the cardboard wraparound, like most of them are kind of going to now, and it's the album Waifu and the Chrome Hippos.
Jeez, man. We've got no royalties from this.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do you have like a pen?
Yeah, he actually has a Sharpie. Yeah, he like whips it out right away.
All right, I'm gonna sign it, but I'm gonna do a cute little like hippo,
Okay, all right.
just a cutesy little doodle, and then I'm gonna hand it over to Locke or Scooter.
Don't fucking call me Scooter. I'm gonna draw a big old W on it.
Okay. He's,
There you go,
he's-
man.
He kind of he looks at it and kind of like one of these numbers down it, so his vision refocuses, and he's like,
Looks like,
"Right
almost,
on, dude. I love
almost like
it."
looks like the W from Wu Tang.
Yeah. Or Wakanda.
Waifu forever.
And so, like, I gotta know, like, before you guys go, like, there's that rumor going around, Scooter, that you had like those like magic guns.
Magic guns. You talking about you talk about this and I pull out the silver gun and twirl it a little bit?
Is that the one that you were sent that
The,
said
the
on it?
waifu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
well, and like his eyes actually go wide. He's like, oh, dude, it's real.
It's hella
So-
real, bro.
So you pulled it out of a stone?
Not the stone.
Where else are you gonna pull something like this out of, man?
And he just looks at Meredith and he's like, Dude, this makes him the chosen one. Scooter for king.
That's what I've been saying. Just go with it, Meredith. Just go with it.
Yeah, sure.
Just that look.
All hail King Scooter.
All hail King Scooter.
Scoot, scoot.
I'm gonna slam my fist on the counter like to King Scooter.
All right, that's enough of that shit. Let's go
Thank
ahead and go.
God. Yeah, to King Scooter. Long live the king.
Oh, you gotta come up.
I'm gonna
with,
hold the gun up in the air. Yeah. All right, let's go.
All right, scoot, scoot. Let's go.
Shut
Excalibur.
the fuck up.
Meredith's just like King Scoot, Scoot.
You guys are getting on my last goddamn nerve. You only get like 6 or 7 more of those fucking things.
Well, just scoot, scoot on in here then.
Let's turn the sound off. Meredith, we should take our leave though, for reals.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here, Mr.
right.
Politician.
I'm gonna jam that gun back in my wallet or my pants and I say, hey man, it's been nice. Thanks for the juice boxes. We're gonna take our leave.
All right, bro. Yeah, you guys drive safe. And he looks around and he's like, yeah.
Peace in the Middle East, bro.
Dude, the Middle East is like flat. And glass.
Peaceful. Meredith, let's go.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
So you guys meander out of there. Head back to where everybody else is stationed and eagerly awaiting some sort of report. So Hellcat, are you going down to meet Mac?
You guys are supposed to pick me up.
Yeah, we're supposed to go pick him up.
You going in the AV4?
Yeah, I was just gonna wait until everybody gets back, and we'll just load up and go surprise him with the band.
What's going on, Cambic?
Hey, Cambic's here, man.
Yep, Cambic's in the chat. In his house. All right, so everybody else returns. The only one that's not here currently is Mac. And Meredith and Locke come back with kind of a look of like, what the hell just happened, sort of thing.
I'm just gonna look at
Locke
Meredith,
probably
like,
a little irritated.
Yeah, I don't think we should necessarily move on foot around here because there are lots of eyes, and we saw Zone, and he kind of gave us a pass to get back, but this isn't a way to go.
It's too conspicuous, you're saying?
Yeah, it looks like everybody in the neighborhood is just glued to their windows and keeps an eye on everything. So
Yeah, that would make sense, especially with as bad as the federales are supposed to be around this area. So they're probably watching out for their own.
Have I gotten a response back from Rex?
Not as of yet.
Yeah, okay. Well, since you guys are back, Mac called and needs a ride.
That was the plan, right?
Sure. Let's head over.
I'm wondering if I'm going to start heading over, but
Okay.
I'm wondering if we can use this waifu thing to our advantage to get in?
Well,
It sounds like going.
the message that I got was specifically about P-Chan. So whoever he's with is under the assumption that we are these people. So I just told him that, Boogaloo is going to come pick him up. So they're expecting the band.
Well, it sounds like our odds of going incognito on this op are pretty.
Are done. Yeah, we're done. So you're saying might as well try and embrace it and see what we can get.
We need to figure out who did this as soon as we get home because this is gonna fuck up every other job.
I gave the information to Sin. She's looking it up. As soon as she has anything, she'll let me know. But I guess there's quite a bit out there.
I'm with Jill, man. Might as well try and use this to our advantage if we can. It's worth a shot.
Drive this until the wheels fall off.
I guess it's worth a shot.
Well, so far it's been kind of favorable.
So
if you
far.
could say that, I mean.
It's just the calm before the storm.
And Kat, you can always use your walnut cracker to your advantage.
Bing bing.
Remember, you're not there. So we're picking up Mac then?
Yeah.
Anyone have any objections? Or a better idea?
Not me.
Okay, well, let's just do this.
What do we do when we get there?
We pick them up and leave?
Why would we leave? What do you mean we leave? That's our chance to get in.
I think
this is why I was
there,
asking for more feedback prior to sending Mac in to go look. If we bum rush or try to find a way in like right then, it's gonna look super suspicious, and they're probably already got people looking at the front of the place as it is, especially if he's some sort of mini celebrity or however it works.
Okay.
So what are you thinking, Dane?
We still need to find out about the perimeter and what might be in there. I don't know what all Max found out.
And I can't really text anything because
until we get there.
I don't have a phone.
Right.
As I'm there, obviously I'm looking around while I'm talking with this guy, and he's probably asking me small talk BS or whatever like that. Well,
maybe you could do one of those like phone conversation, like call us and have your phone like picking up whatever your conversation is, so that we can overhear.
Would there be any way to do that without looking at the phone to set that up?
Like if you could possibly dial us
You could certainly try it.
Without looking at your phone.
In essence, what you're trying to do is something sleight of handish. You can definitely try it.
Right. Because it'd be pretty, hands in my pockets, kind of thing. And just trying to do. But try to do it without, do it on like my offside or something like that. I'm turning like this and like, talking to the guy or something like that. And, put my hands in my pockets prior to.
Mm-hmm.
That way it's not just like, and then all of a sudden he sees me fidgeting.
Okay. Well, let's give it a roll. So it's going to be your reflex and let's see. We will go reflex and I don't really have sleight of hand. Let's go stealth.
Okay.
trying to be quiet about it.
Yep.
Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no.
Oh no. Here we go. Get the magic rainbow die right here. Boom. 90. Well, 9. And
I was gonna say that's a bit
see?
much.
It's 90.
Yeah.
And you said reflex, right?
Reflex and stealth.
So 19.
Okay. All right. So you didn't really specify who, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't think I can tell who.
Right. 2, 3. Oh, so it's Hellcat. So your phone starts to ring, and it is Mac.
Okay, so I'll answer it. Hello?
Okay. You don't hear him responding. You just hear some. You actually hear faintly some conversation about asses and cracking walnuts.
I'm gonna hang up and just shrug. I don't know. I think he butt dialed me.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I tell if it's still connected or not?
No.
No.
No, because it's in your pocket. So we're flying up and go getting him at this point, or getting him.
Guess so.
Okay.
Like, while I'm there, I'm like, considering that I'm kind of stuck here, what is this place?
Wait, so actually, hold that thought. I had to think about what you were saying there for a second. Before you guys leave, Dane pauses and he's like, "Wait a minute. That stoner guy that was just here, you said Zone was his name?
Yeah.
Is he available to be hired?"
He's right around the corner.
Hired for what?
Distraction. I mean, if he can get in, great. But if we at least have some sort of distraction, it's going to be messy, but we can get in.
That's Mac's gang, but that dude lives like literally right across the street from this place.
Oh, well. Okay. Do we need to go talk to him then? Like, face to face?
Wasn't it like a
Mac?
block away or something like that?
What?
I thought we were just picking him up.
We're trying to get in, right?
I don't know anymore.
I'm gonna go ahead and I would have given Zone my contact information since I gave him a
Right.
an open
Okay.
offer to go and say, hey, are you busy? Can we maybe hire you for a quick job? Question mark. Let me know.
Okay. So you get a text back, horrible spelling, and it's net abbreviations too. So instead of you, it's the letter U, and so on and so forth. And it says, "Yeah, I'm available."
I'm just gonna text back. Hey, can you meet us where you met us last time at the gas station?
Well, we're like across town though, right?
Are we now?
The gas station was a couple of miles away.
Okay.
Yeah, you walked the whole way there. You didn't get like dropped off or anything.
Okay.
This
Well,
in particular wasn't too far away.
I'll give
So-
them the information to find us regardless.
Okay, yeah. So within about 20 or so minutes, he comes rolling up, back on his hog. And he smells ripe.
Oh,
Do not let that guy in my van.
I'll never get this smell out.
And he says, "Hey, what's going on, guys? Did
Hey, man.
you want some Bond Buds?
some what?
Bond Buds?
Bond buds?
Bond Buds." So he pulls out like a baggie, and it's like this. It's a meatball-sized thing of weed.
God damn.
Oh, okay. No, good right now. Hey, how would you feel about helping us get into a place that we don't exactly have access?
Sure. What are you going to give me?
I'm okay. I should probably not be telling you this, but we have a new album coming out, and I will make sure that you get the first copy hot off the press. Make sure it's signed by everyone in the band.
Okay, go ahead and roll your empathy and persuasion fast talk.
Maybe this place is somewhere we want to check out for that music video.
What?
He's the one that told us. He's the one that, I mean, he confirmed the name of it. He knows what place we're talking about.
Where's my face? Where's my Let's talk.
Maybe we saw a picture of it and we want to check out the vibes. See if it's the right place.
You in the eye, it will filter.
14.
14. Okay. Where you need me to go?
I mean, so it's not so much that we need you to go somewhere. I think our idea was rather to have you create a distraction so that maybe someone else could get in there for you. You know, we don't exactly want to put you in harm's way.
Mhm.
Just maybe next to it. So that's
So,
I try to get your
so
consent.
where are you needing me to
Not
ipso
go.
facto put up a distraction?
We needed somewhere outside of the lab. And we need the distraction to distract the guards so that we can enter. Do you have any ideas?
Well, sure, I could do something like that, but I need some greenbacks on top of that. I mean, I don't get me wrong, like the album would be fucking cool and whatnot, and I'm totally down with helping King Scooter. But I need some cash.
Yeah, I
Too.
mean, we can do that. How much are you thinking?
So he's like, he wasn't expecting to be asked, and so he's like, starts like almost like a seizure look as he's trying to like count on his, on his hands.
He's twitching.
How does $7,000 work for you? And the album.
Seven grand is oh man, that's way past our shoot budget. Yeah, I mean, we might just have to take this video elsewhere, not in Nogales.
Okay.
I mean,
Roll again.
pull your shirt down a little bit.
I pulled my shirt down a little bit.
Okay, so then you're going with seduction instead. So empathy, and
Oh.
seduction.
I don't think
I hope you have points.
I don't think I do. No, sure don't. I have a whopping 12.
12. Okay. So you kind of caught his attention with your tatas.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh no, dude, that would suck. No, we don't want you to go someplace else."
But if you can like maybe help me out and make a more reasonable offer, like
So how about 3,000 up front and 4,000 later?
I'm gonna turn to Kat, and Kat, I don't usually set this kind of thing up. What's the going rate for these types of things?
I don't understand why we're gonna pay this guy $7,000 when, if they're excited to see us as the band, we could just walk in.
If they love us.
Why wouldn't they?
Okay.
Be a good distraction. We're talking to him, and then they have to run away and get him, and then we walk in.
7,000?
Go for it.
No, I can't.
I don't have it.
I don't have that. Lock.
I don't have it either, dude. I think after the grand, I have maybe 500 left.
What
What does the
do you need
group funds
7
have?
grand for? That's like a
Meredith
really
should have that. You should have it on your character sheet, the group funds.
Oh, you broke up. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, I was talking over.
or the notes somewhere. I know you were keeping track of it at one point.
Isn't that what we bought our clothes with?
That was,
Yeah.
yes. That is where that came from. And Todd's in the chat too. What's up, Todd?
Todd, right on. What's up, Todd?
He jumped in right at Tata's.
The
All right.
perfect moment.
The last time I marked down our
Like
funds that were used, we had 15,000. 15? No, we gained 15. Hold on.
What kind of distraction is worth $7,000?
Yeah, that's what I'm struggling with.
better tell him that he better make it every penny worth.
I feel like for $7,000 we could buy off the guards.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
Maybe that's all I'm seeing. I'm just seeing 15,000.
That's about what the group would have after the expenditures for the clothing and whatnot you guys did.
Okay.
That sounds right.
That sounds right.
That sounds right. I think you're like, after all this is done, we'll have about 15,000 left or something like that. That's
Oh, okay.
I kind of.
I thought you meant like the 7,000 for the distraction.
No. I'm saying the 15 of what we collectively have.
Okay. So I don't know. Locke. I know Hellcat is totally against this, but like maybe I can offer him less and a starring role in our video. But I think I don't know if I'm going to be convincing enough.
Okay, well, let me talk to him, man.
Okay. I mean, you are his king, I guess.
So I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna have the waifu gun and I'm gonna tap my head with it a couple times. I'm like, hey
Okay.
man, listen, we don't got, or we can't afford the $7,000 because we're gonna shoot a video here. What if? And I'm gonna keep stroking my face with the gun. What if we gave you $3,000 and you can be in 2 minutes of a 5-minute video, and I'll let you hold this.
And I'll let you hold this. Go ahead and roll again. You are trying to persuade and fast talk, so empathy and persuasion fast talk.
Empathy and persuasion and fast talk. Where's fast talk at?
It's under empathy.
Dun dun dun.
14.
What? Okay.
I don't have that much.
Yep. So he's watching you, you know, with the gun and whatnot, and so he's all, I mean, I do need to get some cash. It would be good, and being in a video would be cool.
And you get to hold this.
That would be cool. What about that? And like I could get with Rad or Boogaloo. Yay! Thanks, Todd. You donated $10 to charity, so we're at 30.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Yay!
Thank you.
Thanks, Todd. Man, between me and you, those chicks are pretty untouchable, man. That's gonna be between you and them. I can only speak for what I'm speaking for here between me and you.
No,
I can't say
know, but
anything about
I'm
them.
like no good with the ladies, bro. So I need your help with that. I'm trying to be accommodating, and I can like totally help. But you're like wanting me to take on a big bad in the local community here, and that's gonna kind of cause a problem for my rep.
I'm telling you, man. Look into my eyes. I've been trying to get with Meredith, and I'm fucking me, and I can't do it. So there's no way that you're gonna be able to do it, and there's no way that I'm gonna be able to help you do it.
But imagine the clout you would have.
You're not there.
Heck, shut the fuck up.
Video.
Okay, go ahead and give one more roll.
All right. But the
Remember, you've got luck points if you want to use them.
Oh,
You've got them once per game session.
where are my luck points? Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Well, you got that many to use per gaming session, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, per scene, or not scene, but like in essence session. So, but if it rolls over into like if this scene rolls over to another night, which it likely will, those would not be available until the next refresh.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna use 3, and that brings me to 17.
So 17 total.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so then how about this? You give me the in, and then I'll try and take it from there.
You got it, man. I can get you an in. I can do that. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So 3,000 and an in with one of the ladies, and then I'll see what I can do.
Gotcha, man. So I'm gonna run over and say to one of them, I'm on Meredith, Hellcat. You don't need to, but this guy, one of his stipulations was he needs an in to talk to one of you guys. So one of you guys have to go over there and entertain him for a couple minutes. You can let him down, just let him down easily. But I got us a deal, and we're only gonna give him 3. But we have to make a fucking video, and he's got to be in it for 2 minutes. So there's that. Have fun.
And there's that. Have fun. You guys are muted.
You guys are muted.
Muted.
They're discussing.
Then maybe, yeah.
Sorry.
Excuse me. I said, that's all on you. And please remember what happened the last time. You said no to this situation and then dug yourself deeper.
Oh, shit, you're gonna be making drugs again.
Ouch.
So
Cat
we're
is
manu-
spicy tonight.
we're manufacturing some narcotic, and now we're going to be doing a grow room.
I already told him he pretty much doesn't have a chance, dude. So there's that.
Uh,
Just go shake your boobs a little bit and then get out of there.
do I have to go talk to him now?
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, if you don't want to
Yes.
talk to him, maybe just stand here, call his name, and flash him. And maybe he'll, like, I don't know, maybe that's good enough.
flash him with what?
Your tits.
That will be good enough, but I'm
These
just saying.
things that we had installed.
Thanks, Meredith.
I'm gonna just go talk to
Ooh.
Hey man, thanks for cut and lock a deal.
Oh, he's looking a little uncomfortable, and it's like, hey, Rad.
And I'm gonna extend my
Yeah.
hand. It'll be great to work with you.
So he shakes your hand and he says, so part of the deal was he could give me an in sort of thing. So
And in with what?
well, with one of you two ladies, and I gotta admit, I'm no good with the small talk and whatnot. I mean, as you can tell, I'm kind of shy. But if you would take a ride on my Griswold family truckster,
God damn.
I would be greatly
Look at this.
appreciative and do whatever it was that you wanted me to do, and the 3,000.
Meredith's got dog shit face at 10.
Okay, hold on. Wait, I thought you made a deal with Locke already. So is your deal contingent on me riding in your car?
I think it's on, babe.
Well, yeah, it was kind of a well, I don't know. I get kind of confused with the details, but it was like a twofer or something.
Okay. Well, that's not exactly
Confused with the
how I operate, and I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't really enjoy cars as much as I like boats.
His head's gonna
So
explode.
he stops to think and he says, "Oh,
but you know what?
But what about But I've got a dinghy."
It's like I'm into straight liners.
I'm just gonna laugh and be like, "Oh, ha, ha," and then I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. You're a funny one.
Okay, go ahead and at this point roll your empathy and it's not persuasion, fast talk. It would be social. Oh, hey, Philadelphia by night. What's going on?
13.
13. So you pat him on, on the shoulder, and he looks very sullen. With that, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go." And so he just kind of like turns around with his head hanging low and climbs on his bike.
Hey, but you know what? I have access to some fantastic groupies like in Phoenix. And I'm sure hanging out with us, you're going to get plenty of tail. I mean, you're hanging out with the cool kids, and we're in a band. You know who likes bands? Ladies.
Okay, go ahead and roll your empathy and seduction at this point.
Okay.
I know some people. Who knows some people?
13.
Come on, he's got to be at a disadvantage. He's so stinking loaded right now.
So he just kind of like waves with his hand, sort of thing, and fires up his bike and drives away.
Oh.
So Dane is like looking back and forth real quick at like what happened. He's like, wait a minute, did we just get defeated by a stoner?
Yeah, because he may have been promised. Never mind. Okay.
I promised him an in. I didn't promise him a bang.
No, he that was not the way it was communicated to.
He's a stoner, dude. He said in. That's, hey, here's your chance. He fucked his chance
Well,
up.
then why don't you open up and let him bang you?
Because he likes you guys. Boom. Checkmate. What now?
I'm just gonna throw up my hands and like go walk in and get in the AV and sit down.
Okay. He's like, okay, at this point we've got to get Mac.
I can't get you out here, but I can hook you up myself.
Has he at least
Well,
been
they already know that
shooting the
that his sister was gonna come pick him up, so
Right.
let's just roll with that.
Okay. So Dane jumps in, at this point. Everybody else follow suit. Climbing in the AV. All right.
Yep.
Jill
So,
takes off.
How'd it go?
Are you doing anything fancy or anything, or are you just straight there?
Nah, we don't want to be suspicious.
Okay.
Any more suspicious than we already are.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Why are you asking all those questions?
So you come rolling up, well, I should say flying up in the AV, and it's making that whisper, ghostly sound as you touch down. It's got the darker colors and everything. And the guards standing out front are very alarmed by this, and have got their weapons out.
That's my ride, guys.
So Hellcat, do you
Yeah.
exit or do you flag him down?
Yeah.
Or?
As like before we've totally stopped, as she's kind of rolling up, I'm gonna open the door and just hop out.
Okay.
And as soon as my feet hit the ground, just Peachy, where are you? Like totally ignoring the guys with guns.
Okay. And the
Hurt me.
and the guy who was the one who knew, supposedly who you were and whatnot, sees Hellcat come walking out, and he's he's not bad looking. He's a strapping lad, noticeable cybernetics and whatnot.
Ooh.
And he leans in real quick to Mac, and he's like, dude, her profile doesn't say if she's with anybody.
As I said, man, that's all on you. All on you.
Can I see him from where I am? Like, has he come out? Is
Oh
he
yeah.
just outside?
He hasn't really gone anywhere. He's like out front. This whole thing has been like right out front where the you would normally drive in or whatnot.
I'm gonna walk up to him and slug him in the arm with my non-cybernetic arm.
Right. Okay.
He's like, my fucking arm.
Yeah. Just kind of lightly and be like, bro, you can't just like take off in the middle of a party like that. Like, what the hell?
I'm sorry. I just couldn't deal with
You
it.
should be sorry. You're lucky these guys didn't shoot you.
And so the one guard comes walking up and he's like, yeah, and we may just have to give you a parking ticket. And he looks right at Kat and he says, because you've got fine written all over you.
Thankfully, Kat has heard just about every line in the book, so she just rolls with it and kind of just her whole demeanor kind of shifts into business mode, and she walks up and just kind of purrs. Are you the one that helped save my brother?
Guilty as charged.
Well, you know my name, but I don't know yours.
And so he's like, he looks down and at the name badge.
Oh,
She's gonna just grab
Decker.
it. Yeah, she's gonna just grab it and like smooth it across his chest. Well, thank you, Decker. I see this is quite a big place you have here. Are you in charge?
No. We're just, the hired muscle out here. The other three are still on their guard, keeping a lookout, but they're not directly pointing their guns out anymore. They've got it kind of, down and whatnot. And you can see that they're getting a little edgy in the sense of like trying to coax their friend to, wrap this up sort of thing.
Yeah.
He says, so I've got your number now. You wouldn't be opposed to drinks and something, maybe?
When do you get off?
Tomorrow afternoon.
That's an awfully long shift. You're working from tonight until tomorrow afternoon? Are you even going to have the energy to keep up with me if you come out?
And then you hear the other three start coughing. And he's like, oh, yeah.
Sure. Why not? You've got my number. Hit me up.
All right. Yeah, then I'll do that. So sorry you got harassed there, P-Chan. But enjoy the rest of your night.
As we leave, I'm just gonna kind of do one of these to his arm and just. It was so good to meet you, Decker. I'll be waiting for your text. I want to hear all about your big, tough security job.
All right. Go ahead and roll your empathy empathy and seduction.
because you're so small.
Seduction. 14. I need to die.
Just swipe up. Or like on the
19.
19. Okay.
Thanks.
He says, all right. Plan on it.
I'm just gonna shoot him a wink and drag Mac back to the car.
Okay. So you get in, and where are you heading to, Jill?
Now where are we going?
Down the street, at least.
Dude, we can just go back to the gas station for all they care.
All right.
Once I get in there, I tell them, like, did I see anything else inside there? Like,
I'm gonna
Not
drive
from where
around.
you're at. No, there really wasn't a good vantage point outside of the fact that you saw the courtyard, you saw the building.
I'm gonna
And the
take a slow drive around the block as though I'm kind of lost. Just so I can get a look while we're here.
As she's
Right on.
doing that, I'm gonna text Hector and just say, me and the guys are ending up staying overnight, at least for one night. Do you know of anywhere that we can crash?
Okay. He shoots you an address.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Zone's house.
Here, Jill, drive over here and let's see what this is. But my contact down here gave me this as a place to stay, so let's go check it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a once around the building area.
So you're
So
going
people-
around the whole complex?
No, no, just
And then just make it like a U-turn. I don't know.
So then
So-
you're basically going to go down the street to the end of the one side and then like do a U-E.
is it really not that okay? I guess in order to not be too suspicious, that's what we'll do.
Okay. Was there
Is there
anything in
anything-
particular you were looking to accomplish with doing this? Like, were you looking for something specific?
Just to give them a chance to see the building since they can't walk around it.
Okay. So you guys get a good look from an upper advantage point. You know, you don't see the back side, but you just see the front, the courtyard. Looks like a small little office park, research lab. You can tell at least from the front that it's set up very similar to like an old fort in a sense that there seems to be towers at the end of each wall conjunction at the 4 points. They are automated turrets, and you can tell that there's also guards posted on top of the complex. You don't get an exact number, but you do see that there's some up there.
Oh, I don't like the look of those.
And this is supposed to leave this location tomorrow?
That is the understanding.
We don't have a time though, do we?
No.
All right. Well, while people are discussing, I'll go ahead and head to the other location.
Okay. So you come flying up to the address in question. The address looks like it was an old hotel at one point in time. They've taken some cars and remains of cars and cornered off two of the entrances to the parking lot. So there's only one way to get in and out. The building is slightly damaged, but you can tell that there are other people here. Hard to say if they're like residents or other gang members or what exactly. But obviously, this doesn't prevent you from landing anywhere. You're not based on the ground. So landing in the parking lot's not a problem. The hotel itself was 2 stories. And the pool that used to be there is completely empty. And it looks like it's probably been converted for skateboard use.
Nice.
Cool.
And with
We'll
that,
get there, I'm gonna-
and with that, we'll go ahead and stop. It's we've gone in about 3.5 hours at this point, making it 9:30.
Right
So
on.
thank you for everybody for watching. Hope you guys had a good time. Thank you for the donations. We are 15% of the way to our $200 goal, and we still have the rest of September to get that done. So had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. And our next game coming up is going to be Monday. That's the Changing Breed game. That's going to be starting at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be fun. And then after that, it's Firefly on Wednesday. And that is also 7 p.m. So yay!
Busy schedule.
Yes, busy schedule, but fun. So we'll go ahead and sign out from there. And I hope you guys have a good night. Good night. Bye.